spoils of our endeavors proliferate.
man,
I am
my
going
tablet
to
does not
kill you,
wanna work.
Dova.
Oh.
I'm going to cut you into little.
Hello, everybody, and
Hello.
welcome to the stream. I am Raw Zim, and this is Rooms and Reptiles, Dungeons and Dragons. I believe the DM has just gotten pulled away, so...
Dova's stuck.
As we hear
The bird is
random
stuck.
shouting.
I think that's our.
Hey,
I
hello?
think it's our DM. Hello.
Stream, hello?
They can hear
Hello,
you now.
Dova.
Okay.
I've done my little intro. It's time for you to do the recap. And
Sure.
we can get
My
started.
mic's working, right?
No, it isn't.
Not lagging or anything, okay?
Hello.
Hello? Last time on Rooms and Reptiles, Dungeons and Dragons, this
Hello.
comes from Infel. We have made landfall on the
This one
continent
comes
of
from me.
Chult. Oh, okay, alright, forgot. I'll just start over. We have made landfall on the continent of Chult. Kobolds have set up a wooden palisade in a clearing near the bay. The airship is damaged rather severely, but still able to fly somewhat. Meanwhile, Rock, Raku, and I have discovered that there is another potentially hostile tribe in the area with us, so we will need to keep an eye out for them. So, this session we will continue where we left off, with you all drifting to sleep on your second day on the jungle continent of Chult, a wild and dangerous region responsible for the disappearance of almost innumerable expedition parties, but those returning from it have reported a great wealth of forgotten tombs, treasures, and all sorts of goodies. You, meanwhile, have decided to live here in a clearing off in the foothills of the Kobold Mountains on the sort of the western edge of the continent, the western coast. You've managed to set up a makeshift wooden palisade, and yeah, I've actually got a map of that. It's not a map yet, it's just a picture. So, bear with me here. Oh, that's a big boy. Good lord.
Can it please be like a kindergarten drawing?
Give me a moment. Let me try to resize this. Resize. Small. And share. So, this is sort of the end plan, the goal of the camp here for the immediate future. This is
tiny
the
little
plan.
thing?
I don't see
Let
the
me-
airship in this map.
Yeah,
That's
where's
the
the
big.
airship?
That's the big thing on the right.
But I thought that's a build. Where's our town hall going to be?
Okay, give me a moment. I'll find another map. Whiny sons of bitches.
I like it. It's quaint. We
You
can light
guys,
the
you guys are so
walls
rude.
on fire,
All right.
detour people.
I
Who
mean,
wants to go to a flaming wall?
we can use this. Just say
Cut.
that the
Here. I'm gonna make an addition. I'm gonna draw on it.
Oh no.
A big oval.
Nope, it's gonna be somewhat different.
It says the circle whether you are here.
You're here.
You see the line that I'm drawing, right?
No.
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 Yeah, I
Oh,
believe
I-
it'll
I-
show up.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
That is the
Gleaming endowment.
extension created by the airship.
Okay.
There you go.
I can accept
Professional
that.
artiste.
Hello, I am
I
professional.
am
artist.
professional artista. So, what are you all doing for the day?
Well, first
It's
off, thank you very
sorry,
much,
go ahead.
Turlix, for that $6 donation.
ooh.
And he's got a small request to go with it that I can't seem to copy and
I don't know if-
paste for some reason.
Was that a serious request?
Just,
It was like new continent, new something, a volcano in the face. Wait, no. Well,
Is
there
there a
needs to be one.
giant volcano with a face?
Oh,
With a face? No, but there is a giant volcano.
He says there needs to be one.
Okay.
Entirely
also,
optional.
what did he just fund?
It was the town hall construction. So that would probably be the big building.
Just adjacent to the big airship. Let me, I'm gonna draw an airship.
I have a
Real
question.
quick.
I have a question though. On this island where we're the only the only civilized creatures that live here, to our knowledge, what good is money?
Shiny.
It's not.
Yes.
Good point. Good, thank you, Dova. I was just making sure. I needed an answer.
Zora Mag. Oh, I don't know what that is.
From Monster Hunter World.
Zora Magdaros? I love Zora Magdaros.
That he
He's
was
such a big
referring to
lava
Zora
turtle.
Magdaros.
Oh, he's a big boy.
Yes, he is a really, really big boy. He's a super big lava turtle, man. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, you kind of walk on his back and realize how big he is.
That's pretty cool.
It really wasn't. It was.
It wasn't cool? Oh.
Great. I loved that part.
It was a dumb, boring, quote unquote, fight.
You're dumb, boring, quote unquote, funny.
At least
So what- oh,
the only
okay.
one that I did was the attempting to capture him. Where, you know, all those NPCs were running around, but apparently you're the only one that can actually fire a cannon, and even still the
Hey,
cannon does almost nothing.
No, well, the cannon does a lot of damage when you load it up with 5 shots.
So you guys didn't see a face in the giant volcano, but you also only went around one side. Entirely possible that there's this cool, like, abandoned, like, giant statue on it,
Maybe.
like, carved into it. Entirely possible.
Not saying that I am, but could
Yeah,
be
not
possible.
saying that it's true. It's just possible. Mm-mm.
Did we come back from our expedition like the next day?
You would have gotten back just in time to,
Hang on.
you know. Okay.
Could you guys check the stream because Twitch just popped up saying offline.
It's working for me.
The hell is Twitch
yeah,
doing?
it's
Yeah, it looks
gone
like it's
okay
working for me.
so far.
Okay, Rise Roth heard me, so okay. I guess it just glitched for
Yeah.
a moment. Never mind.
Twitch is being a nerd.
Resemble that remark.
Hey, Dova?
Yeah?
I'm gonna get your pet mouse.
Okay. Could you give me a survival check,
Maybe.
please?
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Well, I meant maybe as in I could possibly be able to survive. That's a pretty big maybe.
In
Oh, I did relatively well.
all right.
Uh,
Could you give me? All right. So you've found a sort of a region in which the mice are rather dense. Let's just say that.
Mice are smart, right?
Yes, they're pretty smart. They're pretty fast. So could you get, or how are you going to actually catch one? Let's figure that out first.
Conjure a big net.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll a dexterity check.
I dragged my entire character sheet instead.
I rolled everything.
Hey, look at that.
Nice. After about an hour of searching and stalking, you sort of spring forward and slam the net down, and sort of squeaking and trying to escape the confines of the net is a small brown mouse, about the size of your fist, since you are fairly
My
small.
fist. Ah, I'm extreme. That's an extremely tiny mouse.
I mean,
Alright,
mice are pretty
success.
small.
Mice are pretty small. It's the rats that are bigger.
Yeah.
Are big. All right, cool. Mission successful.
go.
Final Fantasy fanfare.
Alright, you now have one very scared and uncooperative mouse.
Okay, that would happen. I'm gonna take it home and feed it and try to get it to like me a little more.
Alright.
In an
Go,
enclosed room, probably my ritual chamber.
I think
Sure.
you mean like
Uh,
you, period.
Go ahead and give me an animal handling check.
I see. That's okay.
Alright. You've never really tamed an animal before.
I guess I have.
You have?
As
Oh,
I
is it-
start with a pet rat.
Alright. You kind of dig back to that experience of taming rations, and
Yeah.
you realize you don't remember everything from it. It was kind of a blurry time for you.
Mhm.
So you try to apply what you remember, and you don't seem to be making any headway, but it doesn't seem to be actively trying to escape at all times.
Especially considering I'm probably giving it food.
Mhm.
That's important.
It still kind of runs away from your hand whenever you try to grab at it, but better than continually trying to bite your hand and run away.
That's good.
All right.
I'm just gonna work with this mouse for a little bit in my spare time until it gets used to. I can't say people, so I guess lizard people.
Also, you do look like a predator, so there is that.
That's good point. Good point.
So, what's everybody else doing?
If I got no mail or information from Squidface, is there like a lake or a river near this?
There's the ocean to the south. There is also a river running about half a mile into the forest, which has fairly clean, cool water in it.
I think Rock's just gonna go do some nice calm fishing.
All right. You have a fishing rod?
No, he's going fishing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, nice, calm fishing.
I see.
And Rock's gonna get into a tussle with the shark, and he'll
Wouldn't be the
probably
first time.
just drag. Yeah, that's true. At least it
And
won't
then
be
we
me this time.
And then we get shark soup tonight.
Comes back to the
He'll just go off by himself.
He comes
Raku
back to our
wants to
little
take out-
village. Sorry.
Raku wants to bring out his Volos guide and start looking around the area and familiarizing himself
Okay.
with the
Anything specific, maybe?
just the
Or
flora
just
and
sort of
fauna.
generalization? Okay.
I do remember on the airship on the way here, I was looking at stuff for Chult. So
There
like you-
are most
like you
of
told
the
me
things
that
that
there
you're
was
finding.
a whole. Yeah, sorry.
most of the things that you're finding are detailed within the guide. There's only really one instance where you come across a plant that's not in there. It's an ivy, sort of similar to poison ivy, except some of the leaves have this almost like a fluorescent blue tint, almost like a powder, like ringing some of the leaves.
All right, and as I'm going along, I want to collect like samples of each.
Okay.
So I'm not trying to make your life hard. Maybe you just want to, like, you don't have to do it now. Just as we're going, maybe you can make a list. And just give it to
Okay.
me.
Are you touching the one with the blue sort of powder on it?
Oh, I'm using the kits and the tongs and stuff.
Okay.
Especially since I can identify it.
Okay. Could you give me a Constitution saving throw?
Yeah. Or can I ask why?
Yes. So, as you are sort of reaching forward and plucking one of the leaves off, as soon as you put any sort of noticeable force on the leaves, there's a strange sort of shimmering motion, shimmying motion that that rises up from the ground, from the stalk, and culminates into a almost violent whipping of the leaves, sort of puffing up this blue dust into the air just around you. So could you give me that Constitution check, please?
Because I was gonna see if I can try doing some kind of sleight of hand, but it doesn't seem like it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Check or save?
Save. Sorry.
All right, that makes no difference. And just like that, I am going to use my inspiration die.
Why not? It's gonna be fun.
I don't feel like being high right now. Just kidding, I do.
Just kidding.
All right. You sort of cough heavily, trying to get anything out as you take a few steps away from it, getting into clean air. You kind of open your eyes and you kind of have this brief moment of clarity where you think, "Oh, I'm okay." Blackout. All right, we'll continue on. I'll get back to you in a sec. I'm gonna message you something.
All right.
We'll move on from there. Rock, you are gonna go fishing. Could you give me a survival check?
Sure.
Eric's will go with Rock. Keep an eye out.
Ooh. I'll go with that. I don't think I have any way to re-roll it, so.
All right. You're kind of looking at the river from the spot that you guys scouted the previous day. It's rather shallow with a almost like a little vine, like a little walkway in the riverbank, kind of reinforced by these vines sprouting from the trees just on the edge of the river. And there's a very sort of small beach, a fairly large pebble sand. And there's a little area where you could stand in the water and not be underwater before it kind of slopes downwards into a rather deep and fast-moving river. You kind of look around at it and decide, or not decide, but you can't really determine what kind of fish there might be in here. At some point, you do actually spot a slow-moving object almost near the bottom of the channel. but you're unsure as to what kind of fish that might be.
Rock's gonna tie it around his waist, tie it around a heavy rock or tree, and he's gonna jump into the water.
Your armor's on, right?
Yes, and he's making sure that Sora is not wet.
All right. She's in the jar.
Yep.
All right. You dive in. With the magic of the suit, you actually have decently good vision under the water. What's your constitution? Pretty high?
Yeah, it's 19.
Okay. As you dive under, you realize that the water is actually seeping in through the faceplate. And there's a moment of brief panic before you kind of reflexively just sort of breathe in accidentally and realize that you're breathing just fine underwater.
I'm gonna take some deep breaths and just kind of give like a victory tail thumb up, even though nobody's around to see it.
Weren't you going with him, Eric's?
I said so, yeah.
So Eric's, you would see him kind of just drop right into the water, and after a brief moment, you see his tail kind of like shoot upwards in a little bit of panic before it relaxes and then gives one of his thumbs up. Kind of twirls around himself and sticks up.
Okay. I'm gonna be standing on the bank worriedly.
All right.
I'm not sure if he can actually swim, especially in his armor, unless he took that off, which I kind of doubt.
He just kind of sank right to the bottom.
I'm dense like a rock.
And you can't breathe underwater. I'm going in after him.
You're just gonna jump in and swim right after him?
Actually, better idea. I'm gonna throw in Werekale, Kale, and turn him into Werekale. Make him... something obvious that Rock would know it's him, though. Well, I'm gonna lose Werekale, I just know it. I have no idea. A giant squid.
Interesting. Rock.
Yes.
You hear from behind you. You hear a muffled sploosh as you sort of turn around as your vision is almost completely engulfed by what looks to be a gigantic squid. As the currents start to take its tentacles, it sort of swirls around before propelling itself along the current, staying in place.
Ooh, calamari.
I am specifically having Kale grab Rock and bring him to the surface as quickly as possible. I am sure this isn't going to work well.
Rock, go, or I think this is a grapple check. Since Rock, I'm guessing you're not willing.
No.
Alright. So Rock, make an athletics or an acrobatics check, and Werekale as a giant squid is going to make an athletics check.
I don't know stats for the giant squid.
Alright, I'll grab it.
Oh, do they actually exist? I mean, they do, it's just whether they've got stats or not.
Yes.
I don't believe they have stats in here. We'll go.
Could have sworn.
I
Oh wait,
believe they would probably get +4 to this.
I mean they're octopus stats, right?
Probably. What are the octopus stats?
Under octopus.
I mean, what are their stats for strength and athletics?
Oh wait, there is a
You
giant
have it up?
octopus as well. Pulling it up.
Oh well, there you go.
It's got a +3.
How big is it? It is.
It's only a large. Giant squids would be probably more huge category.
I think this would be about right.
Also, don't
So-
if a creature is larger than the other in a grapple check, don't they have advantage?
Uh,
I think it might have to be 2 sizes larger.
no,
Large
it
is
is one size
still-
larger.
Oh,
Even
Yep.
still, large is 2 sizes larger than small.
oh, that's true.
Rock is technically medium, though.
No,
How?
Rock's small.
He's a kobold.
Oh, really?
Kobolds are small.
Oh,
He's smaller than Eric's.
actually forgot about that. I don't know why I thought they were medium.
Everything
So
is medium except for kobolds.
yeah.
Media,
So,
yeah, you know, 2 feet tall. That's medium size.
That might just automatically succeed.
I think it does.
It has more tentacles than you have body. It has more tentacles than you have surface area.
Yeah.
He could literally just mummify Rock and deposit him back on the bank.
I mean, Rock is strong, but you know,
You could be strong like an ant, but you're still an ant.
exactly. Ants are strong.
Yeah. Essentially, the
God.
octopus just grabbed a meat blender, so let's see how well this works out.
Yeah.
How well can you swing underwater?
Yeah, there's that too.
Don't need to swing if you blow beams out of your face. And it's point blank. And there's a lot of surface area.
So yeah, I believe you would actually have advantage on that athletics check. Then I love how any time that grappling comes up, the game just fucking grinds
I
to a halt.
know.
That and vehicles.
I don't encounter vehicles as often.
I believe that's a success.
Awesome.
No.
Pick him up, deposit him on the.
All right,
Thanks.
as Rock, you are restrained by a gigantic octopus or a squid. Its tentacles sort of latching onto your armor and it starts to haul you up. I believe you would have one sort of action before being thrown up onto the land.
I am going to. Bite it with. By biting means I'm gonna primal savagery it.
All right.
Let's see. Make a melee spell attack.
It's basically it's a melee attack using your spellcasting modifier.
Don't know what my spellcasting modifier is.
Okay, well it's charisma, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Charisma plus proficiency.
Okay.
And I believe that is higher than the octopus. Yep. So that will hit.
All right. And what does that do? 3d10 corrosive.
Ooh.
Actually, that is 1 less than what Kale's AC would be.
Oh, he has a bunch of bonuses, doesn't
He's
he?
got the magic armor.
Oh, right.
Oh, that would have
His
been
armor
3D.
AC as a
Take
giant
cover.
octopus would be a 15.
You would find that his sort of rubbery skin is. Well, you feel your sort of ethereal teeth bite into it, but you don't sense any sort of damage to the organs, just sort of biting through blubber. It's not blubber, but you know.
Yeah.
As you are unceremoniously tossed up into the onto the gravel riverbank.
I'm gonna look around for the octopus.
As you see those
Squid.
tentacles sort of withdrawing back into the water.
And turn back into Kale.
I'm gonna go jump.
No, I'm
after
gonna
it.
keep him. I'm gonna run up and hey, Rock, no, that's Kale.
I'm gonna look at you, look at the water, look at you, look at the water,
No,
look at the water.
bad Rock.
Slowly start walking towards the water.
You're not gonna get any meat off of him.
The meat is magic. It's not real.
Exactly.
It's fake meat.
I stop and look to you and just sigh heavily. That would have been good meat.
Sorry, I saw you plummet into the water and was a little worried.
I was fine. There was a tail's thumbs up. Did you not read the signs?
Yes, I did. But since when can you breathe underwater?
I shrug.
Exactly.
I'm gonna go jump back in the water.
No! Just stop! Right now, I wish I had one of those spells that turns water into ice. Literally just make a sheet of ice that he just splats on.
Rockrock's gonna point to you and point to the water. You coming? As he jumps back into the
Where?
water.
Wait! He's kind of just rubbing the bridge of his nose, his snout, in exasperation, before sighing and following.
Rockrock has that effect on people.
He'll turn Kale back to normal after having Kale go back to the shore. Just in case he needs to, you know. Wild shape. Dova.
Sorry. You say the last thing? I was typing something.
I said that I turned... I would have Kale come back to shore and turn him into a... turn him back to normal.
Okay.
Just in case I need to use the wild shape underwater. And I'm following.
All right. So, Rock.
Yep.
And I really do apologize for my lack of attention during this. But you are going back into the river, correct?
Yes.
Okay, just making sure. Because, yeah.
That's fine. I get it.
As you sort of wade back down into the waters, you look through the rather the almost cold water and back towards where you saw that shape sort of near the really now back towards
sorry.
where you saw the shape near the riverbed. That shape is gone now. Could you give me a perception check?
Perception.
You do actually manage to see what looks to be a salmon, and sort of treading water near the bottom, in a different place than where you saw that much larger shape. The salmon is actually upstream from you,
Mhm.
while that the large shape was downstream.
Hmm. You said what was upstream? My mic cut out for a second.
The salmon.
I'm gonna go more towards downstream, see if I can find it.
All right. Eric's, you are swimming across the top, or
I will be following him. I'm gonna make it pointed. I'm gonna try and get in front of him and then wild shape into probably a shark. Just so he knows this is me. I hope.
Slowly reaches for my axe.
you
And
would
like-
have you would have seen him transform into it.
Yeah, he slowly reached for the axe, but he just has the shittiest eaten grin on his face as he just gives you a nod.
I will move closer so he can hold on, and because I can swim faster than he can.
All right.
Especially
Yeah, that's probably
since-
true.
Especially since his form of swimming is probably more akin to a slow walk along the bottom.
Okay.
At least in my mind, that's kind of how it would be.
Yeah, he'll grab. It's more of a roll, but yeah.
As the water rushes around you, you kind of grab onto each other, and the sort of the shark fins of Eric's. Oh, I need my Red Bull. As you sort of continue looking for that rather large shape you saw before. After going downstream for maybe 100 or so feet, could you actually give me a perception check? Both of you?
Sure.
All right. Both of you actually managed to see what you thought might have been a piece of driftwood before is actually a gigantic catfish. Like about twice the size of you, Eric's. Or about the current size of the small shark that you're currently wild shaped into.
I went with a bigger one.
Like, are we talking great white or?
We're talking like a medium-sized shark. Big
Okay.
enough that it could somewhat carry Rock if he needs it.
Okay. Then I'd say the catfish is just about the same size as you now, Rock. I'm sorry, Eric's.
Okay.
Also, hello, Enfel.
Hello.
How are you? Hello? Info?
What have I missed?
Not much so far. We're just getting into it.
I see.
Rock's going to attack it.
You are currently still 30 feet away.
Uh,
You got
I'm
a
gonna
good plan?
shoot it with an Eldritch Blast.
All right, go ahead and roll to attack with disadvantage. Every single one, if you know, all three.
Yeah,
Since you are underwater and range attacks, that kind of happens.
yeah, I get it. Ooh, that dropped a crit.
Ooh.
So,
Go ahead and roll damage for like one of those. No, yeah, that probably would. As two of the Eldritch Blasts just kind of peter out before they actually reach the catfish. The catfish, sensing something wrong, starts to move its rather large mass, sort of pulling upwards and curling to the rear to go further away from you. As your third blast shoots out into the cool water, you see it strike it just behind the head as the catfish lets out a final burst of activity, sort of almost sprinting forward before slowing down and just sort of twitching as it slowly floats to the top.
that's gonna be some good eating later.
The water around it is now tinted red with its blood, as catfish do have quite a large amount of red blood.
So we have a winged burb now.
I'll
Are you gonna play that in every single attack?
That was Bueasel's. He wanted that as his custom subscription sound, and he was trying it out because I got it set up. My new, as far as it playing earlier, my new browser that I'm using is weird with its own little built-in sound player thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't entirely get it. But anyways,
Which
yeah.
is actually just memes. It's great. So yeah, the catfish is dead. And I'm still to finish actually writing this.
The viewers do not wish to wait.
I'm saying the catfish is dead.
yeah,
You guys are just floating there.
I'm tapping Eric's on the back to point to him so we can go get the catfish.
I will
Yeah.
grab its tail in my teeth and drag it to shore.
All right. You are now on shore with a catfish. Oh, that is fucking gigantic. Let me get some measurements. So it's about about 4 feet long, and it has those fairly long whiskers, a jagged hole just underneath its spine, right behind its head, where quite a lot of the red blood has spilled out. It weighs roughly maybe 150 pounds, maybe 200. And yeah, what are you gonna do with it?
Rockrock's gonna start trying to drag it back to camp.
All right. With your strength and weight, I'd say you'd be able to do so, as you spit out some of the river water that's been going through your lungs.
I will, of course, drop my wild shape and head back with him
All right.
after gathering kale, of course.
Info, what are you doing?
Well, I suppose we're all doing things for the settlement. They're gathering food, so probably more labor. With my big, strong lizard strength.
All right. You the project
He's
for
probably
today
like
is actually
even taking off his armor so he'll have less to carry around while he does this.
perfect. The big project for today is sort of a reinforcement of the palisades around the fort. Also, I have a map for you, Info. And the clearing around you is much larger than it is on the map. Just imagine everything here is a sorry
Do we have
is
any...
a meadow.
No, we wouldn't.
What?
I was like wondering if we'd like looked around for a fruit tree or started a small field that would be our farm.
I mean, Raku probably would have been looking for stuff like that.
And you would have found a handful of berry bushes, trees, sprouts, stuff like that. Things to sort of gather from when the time comes.
Interesting.
As you guys make your way back to camp, Eric's and Rock,
Oh, I crashed.
Rip. You kind of bring it back to the elation of all of the kobolds who are, well, they're hungry for meat, almost always. And you got my message,
I did.
Raku? Excellent.
That's why Rock went hunting or fishing.
Da-da. I'll read through that later. All right, what are you guys doing back at camp? Cobalt, you are still sort of taming the mouse in your off time. What are you
Can I make
doing
another
otherwise?
check? Do I get to make another check with it?
That first check would have been just the first day.
All right.
Yeah.
Hmm.
It's sort of all of your efforts sort of into one.
I'm gonna make the shape of another mouse golem, of a mouse golem that looks
Okay.
just like him.
All right.
But I'm not gonna actually do the soul thing yet.
I'd say that would take the rest of the day to get everything set up
Works
for that.
me.
Sort of a remedial body and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
As you all are sort of winding down, as you're cleaning the catfish, sort of a wooden, rather stout wooden stand has been erected right next to a campfire that's been built recently. And as you guys are cleaning that off, you hear a small sort of commotion over by the gate, sort of by the little watchtower that they've built, and you hear some of the kobolds muttering like, "Is that Raku?" as
Ah!
as Raku,
Ah!
you sort of
Morty.
reappear back near the gates. In your right hand is clutched. Could I get a nature check from everybody?
Including me.
Nature.
Uh, yes, including you, Raku, actually.
I'm
Alright.
going to use one of those lucky points we have.
Okay.
You mean the communal lucky points for this?
Yes.
Do
Yes,
I
we
get
have 3 of them
advantage
total.
since I was studying the guide?
Nah.
Gova?
I don't think you. Oh, actually, yeah, you would. Go ahead.
Alright. Word up. It's not gonna matter. Told you.
So, Cobalt and Infel
Yes.
not for what it actually is, but the rest of you see the severed head of what looks to be a sort of shriveled, bone-white, almost reptilian, almost amphibian head of something. Cobalt and Infil, you would recognize it as a head of a troglodyte.
Oh, troglodyte. Where'd you find
Those smell
that?
really bad.
Raku, at about this moment, you regain consciousness.
Oh, what the fuck? What is happening here? Rock, is this yours? He holds up the head.
I give a very sad no.
I figured you would have shrugged.
Weasels, I've been doing that scream since before Rick and Morty came out.
He would recognize a one of his kills.
Raku's gonna kind of like stagger a bit in his step and hold his head as he's kind of having a migraine of sorts.
You have quite a lot of blood on your hands, sort of on your claws, as well as a little running down your face, kind of. It's dried by now, but it's sort of soaked into the collar of the sort of cloth collar of your leather armor.
Not wearing leather armor.
Oh, what are you wearing?
Just black clothes.
Okay. Then you wouldn't notice it sort of soaking in, but you would notice the trail kind of leading down your chin.
As I go to like hold up my head, I notice the blood on my hand, and I'll start casting prestidigitation to clean it.
All right.
And I'm gonna like toss the head
To who?
just on the ground. As soon as I get through the gates, I'm just gonna kind of toss it to the side.
Oh, Rock would have caught it.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's Rock. You now have the head of a troglodyte. You don't know it as a troglodyte, but I'll show you a picture of sort of what they look like.
Oh,
Ooh.
awesome! That's gonna make a good stuffed trophy for the bedroom.
That's a good one for the mantle.
It is about the same size as your head.
A kobold?
He
So
knows
is
what
it
he's doing
small?
for the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Rock's gonna nod, smiling, and just go off.
Does Raku notice any like wounds on him that he feels?
Aside from the fact that some of your claws have obviously been blunted down by activity, not really.
This is brutal. Jeez, Raku never just destroys something with his hands.
Yeah.
You should.
It's
Feels
kind
very
of unsettling for you.
Yeah, a little bit, but then again, he is a professional murderer.
It's true.
Kind of hard to care that much. Maybe he's just thinking that he has more skilled than he thought.
Mhm. So, what are you gonna do for the rest of the day?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
If I used a spell that would make a plant become very much overgrown, would that also count towards its production?
Made a plant overgrown. I'd say it probably would. What spell is it?
Plant growth.
Plant growth?
Third level spell.
Hmm. I'd say yes.
Alright, so if we're ever turning up a little short on food, we can eat a lot of berries.
Oh man, you should plant Rock's bonsai in the middle of the camp and then cast that on it.
It is a fern.
Oh, was it a fern?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
it is a bonsai. It's a tree in a pot, right?
No, bonsai are different than. Like, bonsai isn't an overarching term that refers to any tree in a pot.
I thought that there was a word for that.
A potted plant?
No, specifically a tree in a pot, kept small.
Well then, Infel is going to sit in the middle of the camp and start casting the long version.
All right. That'll last until nighttime. Is there anything else special that you guys want to do during the day? I'm sorry. During the... Because you guys are trying to get your schedule back on track.
During the noon.
Yeah. We've got
Raku's,
a few hours left until you're going to bed.
Raku's gonna write down what he's been seeing.
All right. Before the the visions fade,
exactly.
you write down a small entry of what you saw. Can I get a perception check from everybody?
Yeah, give me a second.
Ooh, nice roll, Eric's.
Thank you much.
Hey, I rolled my passive.
Nice.
Rock's too busy with his head.
Eric's and Raku. You would get a somewhat uneasy feeling as you gain that feeling of that you're being watched again. And as your eyes almost instinctively shoot towards the tree line, you catch about maybe 500 feet away. You catch the sight of a almost humanoid figure, sort of dart back into the overgrowth. The figure itself sort of seemed the same size and shape as a human, though it didn't seem to move like one. A very
Okay.
animalistic movement, almost sprinting off on all fours.
I guess I'm gonna look to Eric's since he also saw it, and then I'm gonna take off after it.
I will relay the information to the others before following.
All right.
Just a step behind.
Go ahead
And by running after it, I mean using his stealthiness, I guess you want to call it.
Okay.
I guess.
You're
depending on
trying to stealth behind it, or?
Yeah. Well, I want to stealth from anything else that might be around, because I know this thing already knows about us.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth.
29.
Very nice. With the manner that you're moving through the forest, you believe that you'd be able to escape the detection of most animals that might be trying to follow you.
Would he be only moving at half speed though?
Technically, yes. But half speed for him would still be 45 feet per round, I believe.
Even with a
Right.
29?
The
Yeah.
number you roll doesn't affect the movement speed.
Mhm.
Hey,
Moving,
Cobalt, I wasn't talking to you.
Alright, well,
Sorry.
I'm just saying.
It,
it's-
it is technically correct, still
Yeah,
correct.
okay.
But you do get that extra dash as a bonus action, correct?
Yes.
Cunning action, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me an Eric. You're following along as well, right?
Purposely not trying to keep up to him, but yeah. I basically a bit more cautious while still following along.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Hi.
Nice.
Very nice. As you also move quietly and with a purpose, though every once in a while you do have to speed up and make a little bit of noise to catch up and sort of keep pace with the crew. Actually, no. You go in the same direction as this figure in the woods, though it soon becomes apparent that even with like the best possible conditions, like it walking in mud, it doesn't seem to be leaving any sort of trail behind it. It's moving expertly from what you can see, for what you can't see. And shortly after you gain its trail from where it started, its trail simply disappears into the thick undergrowth of the jungle.
All right. Since Raku's realized that there is no trail to follow, he's gonna go back to Eric's and ask if he has any sort of magical way of tracking.
I mean, I got a +9 to survival, so...
Well, yeah, but I have +13 to investigation.
Investigation isn't really tracking.
My survival is +7, and it's perfection, so my lowest is 17.
Either way, I don't have anything magical to
Yeah.
track him with right now.
All right. Speaking of which, where are we standing right now? What's it look like?
It's a small ridge line. Towards the camp is a gentle slope, sort of leading downwards, and then eventually back upwards into the plains. And then away from the camp is a steep, sort of steep slope, leading into an especially thick area, almost completely blanketed in ferns, moss, and downed trees.
How far is like the tree line of that thick area?
Maybe 100 feet or so.
Alright, I want to head over there and just walk a bit along the outside of that and investigate for any signs, anything that looks like a sentient symbol they're marking something. And by sentient, I mean like comprehensible, like an intelligent creature wrote it, not like animal scratchings.
Okay. I'd say you would not be able to see anything of that sort.
Okay. Alright, I guess I'll return to Eric's, and unless he has any other ideas, head back to camp.
All right.
Unfortunately, no.
Very well. You guys return to your camp after failing to apprehend or get a good look at whatever was in the forest. It seems a little bit very, very familiar with the environment, and thus is able to sort of move around without too much consequence. The remainder of the day comes to an end with you guys finishing whatever tasks that you had. In Fell, you finish almost blessing the area around you with increased fertility within the earth. You don't notice
Okay.
any effect right away, but you feel that it might take a little time.
Of course it will.
Eric, you have a spyglass, right?
But of course, standard issue in every captain's equipment.
Alright, Captain, can I borrow it?
I will glare at him.
I'll blankly look back.
I suppose.
Alright, well, Raku wants to... The airship has a crow's nest, right? Because it's just a normal ship as well.
Yes, it does.
Raku wants to climb to the very top and use the spyglass to look for, any mountains close by.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check with advantage.
Alright.
And you're just looking for mountains, or?
I want to look for anything that even looks close to what I saw in those visions.
Okay.
Like just the right color stone or whatever for like a cave. And so
Okay.
naturally I'd look for mountains or something like that.
You would see a handful of caves up in the mountains, but nothing really matching what you saw. What you saw had a lot of greenery around it, so it might be plausible to say that it's in the jungle, sort of.
In the thick area, or in a thicker.
Probably like that. It seemed to be pretty well shrouded from viewing from anywhere outside.
Okay. Well, this just Raku going over everything that he can think of.
Yes.
I'd say that's still a...
Yeah, but you do see those the handful of cave entrances in the mountains, sort of just adjacent to your camp. There aren't any large ones right next to your camp, but there is a small sort of alcove, maybe 1,000 feet from the walls.
Raku, while he was already up there, he would have brought some writing supplies to start drawing out a map of the area.
Okay.
So now we have the automatic cartographer, but I don't know if that would dictate like caves and points of interest.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it would. We found, what's his face? Gestalt through it.
Oh, okay.
Because it pointed out the tower that he was in.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking it was like just like a either geographical or topographical map, not necessarily with landmarks.
Well, you guys also haven't really checked it in a while, so.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dova.
Yeah.
Completely unrelated. I want to look at the cartographer.
Sure.
In order to relate it, Raku would go to Cobalt to check it.
As Cobalt, as you kind of step out of the mansion for a while to get some fresh air, you notice Raku sort of up in the crow's nest, looking around with a spyglass and obviously doing a little bit of cartography. So that's what will remind you to actually open it up.
Okay.
But you would see the immediate area around you. Let me grab the actual. Oh, that's the wrong one. Faerun. Open that chute up. Zooming in further. You would see the area just around your camp, where the X is and where the marker is. You would see the marker of a small set of ruins by that ruined foundation and small tower, kind of in the foothills. You would also see a rather foreboding marker on the large volcano to the east. It looks to be a cross between the skull without the bottom jaw, as well as a small box around it, sort of ringed with what looks to be spikes.
Interesting.
Looks pretty badass. There is also a small impromptu marker signifying the resting place of Sir Charles. And there is actually a map or an icon of a small settlement, what looks to be a small wall with a few tents sort of encircled within, right where you are now.
Okay. What I'm gonna do? Do we have like a main hall kind of thing?
It is under construction at the time being. If you look at the camp map, and I'll share this again so that Infel can get it. It is on the right side, sort of the longhouse building. It's not constructed yet, but the foundations are getting put down as we speak.
Wow, this campsite looks oddly familiar.
Really?
I seem to remember one being completely engulfed in flame not too long ago in another life.
I don't think you're making any sense here, Cobalt.
Just some random thoughts.
Hey, it's a good map.
So Koval's gonna find like a flat table or flat surface he can draw on, and draw a really big map of Chult with all basically copy down what the cartographer says,
All right.
so that everyone can see it and I don't have to keep this open all the time.
Give me a drawing check.
Where are my dice? Oh. Yes.
And Raku, could you also give me just a straight dexterity check?
Oh, well,
Not
that's
sleight of hand.
No, it'd be an actual drawing check.
Okay.
All right. As you make a large, do you have any parchment on hand?
Me?
I have a lot of parchment that I can probably.
Yeah, and I have a good amount of it too, as well as multiple different types of writing utensils for my forging.
Excellent.
Am I used to, can I use mending to make it one sheet of paper?
I think that'd be the one of two uses for it, yeah.
I believe believe it needs to be one piece at some point in the previous at some point previously if you want to fuse it back together.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can try it. Maybe it was.
I'll try it, Dova.
In an absolute fluke of luck, it turns out that like 6 of the pieces of parchment that you had were actually cut from the same sheet. And in a process of trial and error, you eventually get them all stuck together in a, I'd say, maybe 3 feet tall by
2 feet wide.
6 feet wide.
Oh. Well,
It's a big
Yeah.
old map.
Yeah.
very big map.
Oh,
And
that's incredible.
Chult is more of a it is. Chult is more of a vertical shape, right?
Open the map back up. It's more of like a horizontal shape, I believe.
Alright, well, whatever the orientation will be, I'll draw a good map.
It'd probably be more landscape and include some of the northeast of the Shining Sea.
Yeah, it's kind of a diagonal if you want to fit it on the map.
Well, I don't know if we want to draw a diagonal map. That's probably just going to irritate us when we look
Yeah.
at
Well,
it.
you can draw the
I'm-
compass rose. Just make up a new north.
While that is something Cobalt will do, I'm just gonna make a nice map
All right.
with the
If
20
you
I
kind
rolled.
of shrink it down a little bit, you can make it fit normal orientation.
That's fine. We might want to include some ocean too. Some negative space is always good.
Oh yeah, for a key, for references, stuff like that.
I mean,
Mhm.
there's the trackless sea. I don't know if there's going to be anything interesting over there.
But yes, and I'm gonna mark down all the important spots that my cartographer is telling me,
All right.
and I'm gonna update this whenever more things appear on it.
And also make sure that you just put the base on there.
It's already on there.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Like it's already on the it was on the cartographer map.
Okay, sorry. I kind of missed that part.
But yeah, that's what the rest of my free time is gonna take up. I guess so I got the training the rat, training the mouse, and then making a mouse golem, and then this, and then that's my entire day.
All right. As a Cobalt and Raku, you find yourself both making rather large maps.
Oh wait, he's making a different map.
No, I'm making it with him.
Oh, you're helping him? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were still making separate maps. Okay.
No.
Well, actually, that might be a better idea. This one I was making for the camp, and you might want to make like a tiny one you can carry with you.
Alright, how big is the automatic cartographer?
About the size of a like a normal, kind of a medium-sized map, maybe like a regular sheet of parchment that that automatically kind of centers itself where it is.
With my check, is that good enough, or do I feel it'd be better if I just traced over the cartographer?
I'd be a little wary of tracing over a magic item like that. It's already got a big scorch mark from itself.
There was that. You could probably trace over. You could probably trace over it with no issue.
Okay, good.
Okay. I guess I'll do that just to get the shape and like the areas of the mountains and stuff. Then I'll take it off and start labeling everything else that's on there.
Okay.
And then I'll update that with, I guess, Raku's places of interest. And I think in one of the borders, I'm going to write down kind of some of the areas that I'm looking for from the visions. Just to remind me.
Okay. Sorry, I just got an email saying I didn't clock out on Saturday,
Oh, well, that sucks.
and it has completely derailed my train of thought.
So I guess I'm not. I probably didn't bring back any plants, did I?
No, you
Uh,
had sort of a canvas bag that you were collecting all these plants in, but
uh-huh.
you seem to have lost that.
Alright, well. Side quest. No, miscellaneous quest. I don't find the canvas bag.
All right. But yeah, you would manage to make the map without too much issue.
Alright, cool. And I will roll that up, and I will put that in the medium pouch of my quiver,
All right.
because that seems like a fair place for that.
It does. It's where the scrolls live. So. The sleeping cycle comes for you all. As you designate a few people to take watch. If you guys want to take watch yourselves, that's okay.
Rockrook would probably take like the last watch.
Okay.
Extremely oblivious.
I
and
figure that we would each take a watch as kind of like a watch lead. Because, I mean, this is a somewhat large compound. We would need people, patrolling
More than one
all
person?
around it. Yeah, more than one person.
So essentially, we're each the watch captain, and we can just have the random kobolds
Yeah.
with us. Yeah. Raku will take one of them, but he's pretty much going to be on the lookout for something watching them again.
All right.
And
As
I guess he would have given the spyglass back to Eric.
so, as the as you all sort of go off and go to your respective watches, some of you sleeping, the sleep schedule has been refined to about 4 in the morning, more like 3, sleeping until about noon. So you're still awake during a good bit of the night, and still awake during, and sleeping during only a little bit of the day. But it's getting there. It's getting better. A absolutely wicked storm rolls in at about 5, 6 in the morning. Driving rain, heavy winds, lightning, everything that you can think of. There's even hail at one point. After a particularly wicked sort of a almost like a fucking barrage of these hurricane force winds, it starts to die down a little bit, and I believe Raku, you would be on watch at this point. Give me a perception check.
Alright. $19.
19. In a flash of lightning, for a very brief moment in time, you see out near the tree line a group of individuals, short and almost squat. They almost materialize out of the bushes and ferns. And the darkness left by the lack of a moon no lightning. You can't really see that far out through the almost solid sheet of rain.
Sorry, I'm reading something right now. I'm going to, I don't know, just point out in that direction. I don't really care which one of them hits. I want to cast message, and I guess I'll say it in both languages that I know. I'll ask what they want.
How far of a range does message
120
have?
feet.
120 feet. You would not get a reply. And you're speaking this in Common and Draconic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, you would not get a reply.
Alright, and then at this point I would sound the proverbial?
Proverbial.
Yeah. Alarms, realizing that we do need to set up like a bell or something. And
What
get-
sort of a... How would you alarm the kobolds?
I would essentially yell at the one closest to me to find someone else and alert the rest of them, and the original one goes and gets the rest of the people and wakes up
Okay.
like the party.
Alright. As the kobold you alarm scatters through the camp,
And at this
waking
point,
up anyone he can.
I
As
would,
well as heading
yeah.
into the airship and into the mansion as well, waking the rest of you up. That will happen in a moment, though.
Hey Dova.
Yeah?
When you said the kobold you alarm scatters, for some reason I immediately thought, who named their kobold Scatters? It was a simultaneous. It's kind of weird, but also that fits for a kobold name for some reason.
Yeah.
After I tell that kobold to do that, I bring out Charla and kind of start walking near, not through the gates of the compound, just readied.
Okay.
Would you check your PM?
Yes. Oh, what was that?
He sent you the
Is that-
PMs. For ethereal influence.
Is that in your PMs for what he wanted, or?
No, he said he sent it to you.
Oh, yes. Okay. No, I got him here. Okay.
Okay.
Awesome. I don't think I actually got the message of what you wanted to do, but I did get the message saying that you wanted to talk to me. So go ahead and send something along the lines of what you actually wanted to happen, and I will work
Who are you
on getting
talking to?
that happening. To a Wolfmaster.
Oh, easy actually. Okay, it does say he's watching, so.
Yes. So yeah, go ahead and get that to me, and I will work on it. I do apologize with not responding to your original PM. I am in a world of hell in IRL right now. So yeah. As you are prepared by the gate, in the guard tower, another bolt of lightning strikes down, and you can see. I'd say you'd just be able to see them. They're a group of maybe 10 or so. All of them short, squat, some of them carrying spears. You also would notice that there's a somewhat larger individual somewhere near the center. And in the brief light of the electrical discharge, you can see what looks to be perhaps the shine of heavily segmented limbs.
Rock's gonna go charge after it.
Segmented limbs in more of like ring-like structures.
Wow.
Like
More
doll
detached.
limbs.
Or like what?
Like
Like-
doll limbs?
Almost. It's not insectoid limbs. It's more of
Ball joint?
no. I'm trying to get a good. It's like a bands of metal, sort of going around someone's arm.
I know
Around
what
their legs, around their yeah. Kind of like a suit of armor entirely made out of these rings.
Huh.
With a square, angular helmet.
Yeah, Rock's still charging.
All right,
I guess
you are.
Intel would be between the gate and them.
Right, so you would head out into the field just in front of the gate.
Yes.
Let me actually get you on this map.
At
Okay.
this point, Raku would move forward to like the entrance of the gate.
Did I
Okay.
miss something, or do we have any reason to suspect they're hostile?
There was lightning bolts.
From the thunderstorm.
Yeah, in the middle
my
of.
I completely forgot to add a grid to this. Oh, the fuck on. God damn it.
Well, I mean,
Back
Intel's
here.
being defensive, Rock's being offensive, which is, I don't know why you're surprised by that.
Eric's would
I don't
stop
know why
Rock
anybody's
Rock.
surprised about anything.
Eric's would yell out to Rock Rock and tell him to stop.
Oh, he's in full mode right now because I mean, since the island, they've been here for what, a couple days, maybe a little bit longer. They've been
Has it been like one?
well, if it's one, then they
I
built
think this is the
town.
end of day 2.
This is the end of day 2, actually.
Damn,
into
this-
day
We have
3.
30
Kobolds are
kobolds doing this,
freaking
yeah.
productive. They made this whole town in like a day. No, but like he's
Most of
been
this town
like
is
had
just
things, like stalking him essentially, and he does not like that. So he's just beelining.
Eric's would like to try and stop him. Get in between or something.
Okay, you are on the map right now, so you can go ahead and move your tokens around if you wish.
Okay, there it is.
Ah, good. Both me and Eric can try to stop Rock.
You're still going to attempt to charge forward?
Yeah, he's still going.
So roll strength then.
Yes, go ahead and roll strength checks, both of you.
I'm gonna use one of the communal lucky points for that.
Hey, I would vote no.
Hey, no communal lucky points against each other.
Yeah,
I'd agree with that.
save
He
them for
slipped on some
something
mud.
useful.
It was
Yes.
useful. He was gonna tackle Squareface.
Attacking somebody we don't know is hostile is a bad idea. Especially since they might outnumber us out there. We don't
There's
want to
one
make
rock
enemies with the natives.
Yet.
Well, we just
Yes,
don't
yes,
want to
there
make
goes the
enemies
planet.
with them. It will probably happen. This is D&D, but it doesn't mean we want to.
No, I'll keep that one.
All right. As you are held back by Infel and Eric's in the driving rain, the rather intense downpour, slightly empowering him. As the rain continues to fall, thunder rumbles far away in the distance. Nothing seems to come to the gate.
Hmm.
All is quiet for now. A few salvage lanterns, the only light inside the camp.
I'm going.
So what are these creatures again? Do we know what they are, or...
Eric's is, or sorry, Raku is the only one to have gotten a decent look at one of them. Go ahead and give me a nature check, Raku.
Okay.
With advantage, since it is going to be in Volos.
Oh, okay. Damn. Page 15.
So, you would think that these are grung. And from what you remember reading, they are almost suicidally territorial. You've read of entire tribes basically tearing themselves apart just to defend their own land.
And what were they called again?
The grung. They're amphibious, almost kind of like frogs. And you read that the color of them determines their sort of place in the social hierarchy, though you don't remember what color means what.
Can I do some kind of check to try remembering if I saw one of these during the blackout?
If I do remember that I do have Volo's guide on here if it's actually in there.
No, this is his
Volo's Guide to the Wild.
yeah.
Well, I was
His
meaning
book
you
that-
could share a
Oh,
picture if it's in there.
But Raku is the only one to actually sort of know what they look like at this point. But yes, in the picture there is a drawing sort of depicting them as looking like rather large bipedal frogs. I'll get a picture of the grung in the book.
Did you hear what I said, though?
Yes. Could you...
Like I said, it's an odd thing. I don't even know what that would be.
Give me a wisdom check.
Alright.
Wouldn't it be a history check?
No.
Like he's trying to remember something, right?
He's
Trying
trying to remember
in my
something
own
that
head.
Yes. He's trying to push back on some mental
No.
barriers. Yeah.
No, but it was...
It seems that you weren't conscious during any parts where you might have seen any of these. The parts that you do remember, you did not see any beings of any sort.
Alright, well, now that I remember this, I'm gonna shout out to the guys below us, below me, so Eric's, Rock, and Infel. And I'm just gonna say, these are not good, guys.
The look Rock gives Eric's.
Anything else about them?
Is it a combination of gleeful, pleading, and energetic?
With a mix of what to attack, kind of.
Oh.
I only said it like that because I don't know. I assume we don't have too much time before they charge. I guess I'll yell out that they're suicidally territorial.
Anything else? Like
They're
combat?
here.
Alright.
I mean, we still.
All right, Druid, go out and talk to him.
No. We will let them attack, in my opinion, though. Let them come
All
to
right.
us where we are more fortified and defended.
All right. Well, Raku's gonna stay on the tower and keep Charla readied until one of them is engaged with Rock.
All right.
And that's it for Raku.
Could you give me a perception check, Riku?
Yeah. Uh, 17.
All right. You spot some motion near the wall on the west. Sort of just on top of the wall, actually. You don't manage to see it quickly enough to do anything about it as you see a almost forest green shape almost kind of tumble over the wall into the camp. Kind of near the tents. Southwest of Kobold. No, I want to zoom out. Okay.
I know I don't have enough time to like react, but can I yell to everyone?
Yes, you absolutely can.
I'm just gonna yell out as loud as I can to the party and the other miscellaneous kobolds that they're in the walls.
Charlie's in the wire. Go ahead and roll initiative as
Alright, so
quite a
they're
lot of
not.
things are going to happen as soon as you yell.
Rock was going to ready an action before initiative.
Okay. And what action is that going to be?
He was just going to cast True Strike on himself.
Okay, I believe True Strike requires a target.
The trigger would have been the first enemy he saw coming towards him.
Okay. That's
Tova,
one
have
towards
we-
you, Kobold. What?
Have we had a long rest since I used both wild shapes?
Yes.
Yeah, we had a whole watch cycle.
I'll go ahead and rest you all. Shit, that reset initiative.
Oh well,
Dang
we
it,
can
and I had
roll
a
again.
19.
Can I keep my 22?
Guys, it's okay. We can go with just re-rolling. It's not that big a deal.
Yeah, well, it's okay because I reset the initiative for the enemies as well.
Oh, well, I got better. Okay, that's odd.
My
never
roll
rolled.
went off the table and didn't count.
My initiative is really terrible.
It was a 14, and I re-rolled, and it's an 8.
Well,
I'm
it's
like-
not bad, but it's not good.
Rock infamously has to go last. If he ever goes first, shit gets real.
So it's like a good luck.
It's very nice for Raku when you go first.
Yes.
Because you engage something and then I can pack tactics and can wreck it.
Yep.
Oops, I meant to roll with advantage. Okay. So, first, We're going to have a volley of arrows from just about every direction in the rain-covered darkness towards the three of you, as well as one towards Raku.
Does
All right, that's a
this
17.
does this tower give me any kind of cover?
It would give you a little bit.
Wait, why is what's going on here? My
Half
something
cover.
messed up. That's weird.
I'd say you would probably have half cover.
I mean my AC is 18, so
What's your AC 18?
dragon armor.
All right.
I don't know why it reset to that. That's odd.
I believe there's an issue with you having too much AC at some point.
I mean,
Because now your AC is 15.
yeah, I don't know what happened here, because that's going off of 10 plus my Dex modifier, but that's not supposed to be like that.
Hmm.
Yeah, let me see. Is it Draconic Resilience? Yeah, it's if I'm not wearing armor, AC is 13 plus Dex modifier, so that's 18.
Go into your AC
Yeah,
and just edit that.
yeah.
So go
I'm just gonna add.
change the
3
base
in
if you
there.
can.
I can't change the base. I'm just gonna add 3 to the armor.
Okay,
Oh
yeah,
wait, no,
that'll
I'm
do
gonna
it.
add 3 to the. No, I don't want to do that. Go away. There we go.
Here we go.
There we are.
Okay. As a rather primitive-looking arrow whizzes past you and hits one of the support pillars of the guard tower. We're going to have 2 to you, Eric's, 1 at you, Rock, and 2 to you, Infel.
Okay.
Uh, 21 and a 16.
Both miss.
All right.
We'll say 1 bounced off my shield.
All right. And yeah, they do not hit you at all, Rock. You as well, Eric's. Infel, that is 16 points of damage. And I'm going to have you roll a Constitution saving throw. I think I can just do that automatically. All right, you succeed.
All right.
Cobalt, you are also hit.
What was the attack of that last one?
Let me go back up. A 21.
That does not hit.
Why not?
That is exactly my AC.
That hits.
Oh, really?
If it,
Oh, sorry.
if
I
it
thought defender wins.
Yeah. If it equals or exceeds your AC, it hits.
Oh, well then, never mind.
Yeah.
That hits.
No problem. All right, Cobalt. That is. Hello? Oh, okay. I just need to scroll
Yes.
down. That is 18 points of piercing damage and a
What'd they roll?
Constitution saving throw. You rolled for a Constitution saving throw. You passed. So you
No,
rolled a
what-
17. Oh,
What
let me back
did
up. I
they
think it
roll?
rolled a 23 or something.
Okay.
Yeah, 23.
Okay.
And then, yeah, that's about it. So now we're going to go in normal turn order. As Raku, you are first to go.
Huzzah! All right.
With an enemy we cannot see.
Am I not able to? Let me see. Can I do a perception check to try to track the one that I saw enter the walls?
Go ahead.
23.
23, you would be able to see him. You can see just a flash of green as he bobs back behind a small tent that he's hiding behind. Where is he? This one right here. As you would finally get a good look at him. I believe you can see the picture from the token, correct?
Yeah, if I go close enough. Oh yeah, looks like a little gecko person.
There's usually on the character sheet or info sheet for the grung. You can go to other. Usually there's another tab that you can go into, and there's an image in there.
Yeah. There is an image of there, but it's showing all variants of the grung, and if only one person is able to see it, I don't know if I want to show that quite yet.
Okay. Just like, you know.
It reminds me of that Final Fantasy enemy with the butcher knife that would one-hit KO
Tonberry.
you. Yeah, there we go.
Mechanically, has this enemy taken a turn in combat?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the one that shot Cobalt.
Oh, okay. Alright. Well, I am going to let it rip and shoot at him.
Alright. He is currently behind the tent, but you're a sharpshooter, so you can just shoot right through it.
Yeah.
It would get full visual cover, but not cover from the bullets. Go ahead and roll to attack.
Okay.
Alright. Go ahead and roll damage.
Alright, Charla. Let's do this. Oh, and that was the wrong one, too. Oh, wait!
It fucking hits. Just trust me.
No. Yes! Oh, I accidentally rolled wrong, and that was the sharpshooter one. So that adds plus 10 damage.
I'll tell you right now, there is quite literally no way that he does not die.
Alright, let's,
As
21.
You pretty much blow his head clean off without being able to see. As Cobalt, your fragile little innocent mind, I say that with great sarcasm, is created with the sight of a small, basically the same size as you, of an amphibian with his head basically blown completely off as it slumps backwards on a few sacks of rough cut grains.
Oh man, that was also weaker than it was supposed to be.
It has 11 health, my man.
No, I know, but that was good because I just realized that I have to make a second sharpshooter thing for Charla versus the bow because it's a D6 versus a D12.
There's no innocence in this party.
But yeah, that's my turn.
All right, go ahead and press the next button.
Yeah, let me pull this up. Oh man, that was awesome. I pressed it. Nothing wants to happen.
It's someone else's turn right now.
Oh, did it already? Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
that makes sense. It's, yeah.
Alright.
Do. Eric's Rock, and Infel. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw.
I would like to use one of those lucky points. If everybody's okay
I'll
with that.
use one of my own, thank
What
you.
do we have left?
I think that's the last one.
Yeah,
no,
might
if
be the
Eric, no, if
last
Eric
one.
uses one, then we have one left. Because today was the first time we've used them.
Yeah, we didn't use any last week, so there would be one left if I use one now.
Which you probably should.
Oh, that reminds me. You
Well,
also get
no
a
matter.
plus. Well, I'll say you get a +2 buff due to being very close to me. The aura.
Is that
and
with
all.
all saving throws, or was that just
Yeah,
one?
all saving throws.
Oh, cool.
Pally share the love.
They do.
Wait,
Tell
am
you
I
Plus
what
picking
what?
up
they do.
that
Plus
save
what
too?
to saving throws?
+2.
Okay.
Dova, am I picking saving throw too? I missed it.
No.
Okay.
Just us.
Just those. So only Eric's fails. As Eric's, your body
Alright,
is
just
now.
pass me a new character sheet. I'll get started making a new one.
Calm down. As you are now under the effects of fairy fire, a almost disgusting purple tint, sort of radiating off of your body and limbs, creating a sort of nauseating light that illuminates Infel Rock as completely outlining you, Eric's. Is there an effect I can put on you? Ooh, I can. All right. And from the... Actually, no, you would not see that. I believe that's it. Yeah, one action. That's his turn. He's now... Which one? One. Oh, it's this guy. He's going to attack again with a bow. With advantage, of course, now. 22 to hit. Eric's.
Oh, on me, that would be a hit.
Yes. All right. Welcome to Pain Town. Do you have any avenues to reroll that?
I was
you
gonna
add-
ask, can
you
I
add 2 to
can
it.
I cover him?
When your turn comes up, absolutely.
If someone wants to use the last lucky point, re-roll the enemy's die.
I could use one of my own points.
All right, you got a few seconds to make a decision, either you or Eric's.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Or I guess.
Roll your con again.
Yeah.
I've got some to spare. And
There you go, that's
+2 since it's a save.
That's a pass. As you shrug off the effects of the rather nasty poison at the tips of all these arrows. We're going to keep moving right along. This guy's actually going to start moving up. Creeping through. Right about there. And he's actually going to hold an action. This guy's not.
So many guys.
Actually, you would be able to see him as he passes through your area, Erickson Rock Arc, that sort of illuminated area surrounding you.
Not me.
Oh yeah, you as well, Infel. A sort of mottled yellow and black amphibian. Actually, I'll just post the picture now.
Ooh,
So that's what they look
a
like.
little cute.
These things look really. That's what it is. These things look like they're from Spore. Especially the yellow one, that design around its
That
mouth.
mouth?
Yeah, that like splash
Spore.
design with the rest of its body. That is 100% Spore.
As it comes close to you, there's a strange sort of vibration as it realizes that you see it. I'd like all three of you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Was I one of the three?
No.
Okay.
Oh, come on!
All of you make it, actually.
Yay!
As-
Well, remember
As-
it's +2, just in
Yes.
case.
Your vision actually sort of tunnels in for a moment as almost a nauseating sort of resonance flows through your body before a little bit of cool comfort sort of pulsates through you as you finally you're able to shake it off. And that is going to be... Oh, he used that, so it'll recharge eventually. I believe that's it. Infel, it's finally your turn.
Great. Could I get a feeling as to where I think the majority of them are from where we were shot at?
Yes. Towards your north and towards the east a little bit. I'm sorry, towards the west. So kind of following up on this path in the on the map.
Great. Rock, you got that thing?
Grins wide.
Great. He's gonna start moving upwards to get visual on the enemy.
Go ahead and move your token. Alright. At that point, you would see two of them. Another two of these sort of mottled yellow and
Was that all my movement? 1, 2.
and number 11 is going to actually use his prepared action to fire an arrow at you.
Yeah, I thought so.
As you very easily block it with a quick raised shield. It sort of sticks in a little bit of wood on your shield and with a really heavy thwack noise.
You know, this is a really good position, actually.
Don't think
Because
about it.
I would like to cast Moonbeam.
Don't do it. Alright, that's dexterity saving throws from them, correct?
No, it's Constitution saving throws.
Oh, excellent. Oops. That's not the right way to roll that.
That's not how you roll
DC?
dice.
Let's see. What is my spellcasting DC?
Charisma plus modifier plus 8.
So,
That
charisma
would
plus
be
proficiency plus
14.
14?
Yes.
One of them fails.
Pull up the detail.
Need to pull up some jungle fight music.
Something with bongos.
Alright.
Like fast bongos.
It takes
really-
2d10 radiant damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Go ahead and roll damage. First one is for the one that failed.
Alright.
Alright, 11 damage. Which one failed? Okay. Alright, and for the second one? Nice. Very consistent.
So it is. It also lights up a 40-foot line at which lingers.
40-foot line?
Yes,
Or space around the...
it's a very narrow cone, 40 feet wide and 5 feet long. It is a beam.
You mean 40 feet long and 5?
That's right.
originating from your hands? Or...
Yes.
Okay. So that will actually light up one of them.
Only one?
Oh.
Oh, I guess I can't really angle it.
Yes.
Oh no, you mean expose another one?
Yes. It will only expose one of them to your senses. All right. As a beam of radiant energy shoots out into the across the field, the light illuminates one other of the grung who have previously been hiding in the driving rain. This one is red and carries what looks to be a staff made out of a human spine.
Hmm.
All right, anything else?
No, that'll do it. That was
Alright.
my turn in action.
All right, go ahead and press the next. Cobalt, you're not feeling too good.
Really?
You actually have an arrow like sticking out of your thigh. And it is in the bone.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Blink.
Alright.
And for now, that's gonna be my turn.
That is the
Alright.
go-to.
That it is an action, and I don't have a whole lot of bonus actions that aren't spells.
Do you disappear though?
Let's see. Yes.
Alright. As as a reflex to being shot, you just disappear from this plane of existence.
Nope.
Casually just
The arrow falls out.
Alright. Eric's. Your turn. You are glowing purple.
I'm fabulous. Absolutely fabulous.
You're looking wonderful, darling.
I'm going to just do a bit of fabulous work. Mostly
they,
throwing. What is
Do
your
they
problem?
Do they see the one I'm currently lighting up with a moonbeam?
Yes. All the
Alright,
visible
that-
on these, all the visible enemies on this map are visible to anyone.
Except for the dead one in the camp.
Oh yeah, he's dead.
I'm
I mean,
going
he's still-
to throw Kale off my shoulders and wild shape him into, well, not really throw, but, you know, kind of a toss
Here, have Weasel.
ferret.
Ferret.
Except
the
he's
weasel
gonna
family.
turn into a carrion beetle.
Okay.
Huh.
It has dark vision, so I figured it would be
It
the
would
most
help.
useful. Yeah. Plus, it's got really nice defense and stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna throw him and transform him at Grung Elite Warrior 6. So hopefully by the time he reaches the Grung, he's, you know, nice, big, and heavy, and hard shell and stuff.
And what was it called? A carrion beetle?
It's from the
Oh,
Tome of
carrion
Beasts.
crawler.
No, Carrion
No?
Beetle. It's from the Tome of Beasts, one of those third-party books. There's a link to it in the D&D books channel on Discord. It's not in It's not in Fantasy Grounds, but
Okay.
it's in there and on page 52.
Beast.
I will take a screenshot of it for those of you on the stream.
Good grief.
He'll basically be kind of like a cross between that and a ferret. Instead of, pure that. Just like all of his other forms. He still looks vaguely like a ferret. Very vaguely.
I see.
In some cases.
Mm-mm.
Like this one.
Fair enough. Go ahead and place him on the map.
I don't have the ability to do that.
Fair enough.
Just drag Kale over. I'll do what I normally do and just modify his sheet.
Why is Kale not on the party sheet?
He's on the combat tracker.
He is?
Yeah.
No, he totally is. And these are large, so...
Where are you
Spin,
posting
parrot,
this
spin.
It's on the stream. I'll post it in Rooms and Reptiles on
okay.
Discord as
I
well.
see it.
There we go.
Where are you throwing them?
At number 6. Grung Elite Warrior 6.
Alright.
Oh, that's
He is now-
badass looking.
Bearing down on top of it. A little
Good.
bit of acid sort of dripping out of its maw.
And it does have... It's got a lot of health. It's got great armor. It can burrow. It can climb. And dark vision. Hello, CR4.
Jesus.
Jesus fuck.
That and a ferret.
Yeah,
Somehow.
somehow.
Hey Dova, I'll be
Yeah?
back. If something
Okay.
attacks me and it's and it rolls anything between a 15 and a 19, use shield for me, please.
Okay.
Well, you're
So-
also out of the you're also in the ethereal plane, so don't need to worry about that really.
Well, when he gets back to it, the material plane, of course. Eric's, it is still your turn, I believe. Actually, I believe that would be it, actually. I'm saying actually a lot.
You're actually saying actually.
I
It
know,
would
right?
help if I weren't muted. For my movement, I'm gonna come back here and take a little bit of cover.
Alright.
Actually,
Hey.
over here.
Well, that's probably a really good idea because you're squishier than I am, so I should be out there taking all the hits.
Well, excuse me?
What?
What?
Oh, okay, never mind. I read the level of the spellcaster, and I just kind of had to do a double take.
Did you see an extra digit?
Something like that.
You already advanced the turn. Okay.
Ah, more concealed enemies. Cometh at me, scrubs.
Oh my god. Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh yeah.
Oh no. So,
So let's see, 20-foot radius. It's gonna be right there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that entire box
Hmm.
is the okay.
which entire?
Oh, did I press
Oh,
Stop
the map
it.
is gone.
reset the cloak?
Whoa.
Get out of here. Okay. I accidentally pressed the mask. But the entire square area just in front of the
Who cast that, and how do I not see them?
you would actually have seen it being cast. They are to your north, and as you sort of see a bit of movement and that one. He's over here actually. As a bit of sort of vibrant green energy flows up from the ground into this flaming red grungs, sort of fists, and shoots out into the ground directly below you all. The grass twists and writhes as a very ominous sort of clicking noise is barely audible over the ongoing pounding of the rain. Creature moves. Alright.
That's not good.
It does count as difficult terrain now, as the blades of grass themselves have seemingly become thorny, almost razor sharp.
Oh, is this what I think it is?
What do you think it is?
Oh, I know what it is. I'm not gonna say anything. I hate this. This sucks. I'm gonna mount that toad on a stick and just.
Rude, dude. That is just rude.
This is the worst spell ever.
Oof. I'm not familiar with it.
I wouldn't be worried.
Eh,
I'll just make sure that that's actually cast. There you go. I believe it cast it. Yes, no, maybe so. I do not care. We'll move on. As an arrow is going to come towards you, Winfell. Almost directly from your north. From inside a small bit of darkened and obscured shrubbery.
Her.
Shrubbery. 23.
Hit.
Excellent. And a Constitution saving throw, please.
Well, I'm also immune to poison, but okay.
Oh, really?
Paladin.
What from? All right. No, yeah, then nothing would happen.
Yeah, I figured
you
I'd
can-
save some time.
You can do it anyways. If you
Make feel
want.
better.
It's up to you. Technically, you made it with the +2.
This is true. Yay,
Um,
Paladin.
the grung to
cannot
the far
fail
left is going to shoot an arrow at Kale now. It does not hit with a 7.
Nope.
Kale, it's his turn.
I did modify Kale's AC to reflect the armor plus his normal stuff.
Excellent.
So you can just roll on him.
Alright. What is he gonna do?
One sec, sorry. Let's see. Well, I get 3 attacks, a bite, and 2 claw. He's also got an acid spit, which I'm not sure if that counts as one of those attacks, or...
The bites?
Are you looking at his stat block?
I am now.
So he's got the multi-attack says he makes 1 bite attack and 2 claw attacks.
Yes.
So when can he use the acid split?
I believe that's a full action.
Okay, so no other attacks. Alright.
Yes.
Well, there's only the one in front of him, correct?
As far as you know.
As far as he can see, yeah.
Yes.
In that case, I will just do those 3 attacks.
All right.
I'll just roll it in the chat. I forgot to add actual attack stuff to his sheet.
That's fair.
Does that hit?
Maybe. Sorry.
What?
Let me look at his character sheet. Yes, it does.
Great. Actually, I can do this real fast. So I have a plus 8 or plus 6 with 1d12 piercing. And it's a plus 4. Oh crap. Would help if the weapon thing weren't blocking. Alright. There's the damage. For his bite.
Excellent.
For the claws. It's basically the same. So, uno momento. Suppose I should take the image off of the stream real quick. And it's a plus 4 as well. Which would be 1d6. There we go. Alright. Claw 1, I assume that hits.
Yes. Alright.
And then Claw 2.
Yes, it hits.
Alright, he is done.
Alright. The grung is surprisingly hardy. Dodging around the beetle's attacks, though you didn't really harm it too badly. You can tell that it's getting tired. Its ability to fight has been lessened greatly. Rock. It's finally your turn.
Yes, it is. I had a plan and apparently got pushed. So,
Just
you
stand
had
there
a-
and blast.
You had a prepared action, didn't you?
yeah.
You gotta remind me of this stuff.
It was a reaction when it started, which was gonna cast 2 strike.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so the first
which
attack,
one?
it would have been technically first one he saw would be the one near Kale.
All right.
So Warrior 6. So he's going to run over
And that
to
is
Kermit the Frog over here.
all right. That is 1, 2, so 10 feet of movement. It is tough, or it is difficult terrain,
Mhm.
so you do move at half speed. Additionally, where's the dang spells? Spike growth. You take 44 piercing damage.
Would the rain help
What?
at all with that?
44
it'll-
piercing damage, you say?
It will half the
Four-
damage, so
Okay.
you take 6
Thank
points of piercing
good.
damage. The blades of grass almost seeking points in your armor, which aren't quite covered enough. In addition, they're basically pulling you downwards, almost holding you back, causing you quite a bit more strain than walking normally.
What's that? Warrior 6? Okay, I'm gonna bring an axe down on its face.
All right, with advantage.
Ooh, nope, that's disadvantage. I don't want that.
Yeah, you want the opposite.
Yep, I want the
That
opposite.
hits damage. Very nice.
Second attack.
You get more attacks, correct?
Yeah.
Go ahead and keep going. I believe you only get advantage on the first one, or is it for the
yeah.
full round?
I
Isn't it
think.
pack tactics?
Oh, true. He
What?
also gets pack tactics.
Yeah. It's on your next turn you gain advantage on the first attack roll. But I thought I clicked advantage off, so I don't know what that was. But would I get pack tactics with Kale? With us.
Yes, you would get pack tactics.
Alright, so we'll just keep that roll then.
But that will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. All right. As with the grung sort of tired out and put off guard or off balance by the gigantic beetle next to you, you manage to get in one good hit. Sort of slashing the battle axe across its side as it dodges one of your other blows. So it kind of bends backwards and rights itself. It kind of holds its hand over the wound, holding I believe a short sword.
I'm growling at it.
Anything else?
I'm good. Just growling at it.
All right. There's going to be one attack towards you, Eric's. There's going to be
4 from the darkness.
yes. 2 for you, Infel.
Go ahead.
Actually, no, 3 for you, Infel.
Yeah, I'm kind of a
And
big target
one-
right now.
1 for you, Rock Rock.
So many.
I know, right? Oh wait, one of these is dead.
Oh.
That was among the 3 attacking Infel.
Okay.
And metaphorically.
I thought I had one more. But evidently not. It was not meant to be.
It was not meant to be.
The sharpshooter that this man is, Frog is, misses. Misses you, Eric's, of course. 1 to Rock. That is a nat 20. Great
Ooh.
hit. Good deck.
Wait, was that against Rock Rock?
Yep.
Doesn't count.
All
'cause
right. It
The animated
crits
opponent.
down. Matter for you.
Man.
Nope.
Unless it gives him a scar, in which case, privilege.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a 24 to hit.
That hits.
And a 12.
Miss.
So no crit deck, sadly. But I do need Constitution saving throw from you, Rock.
Let's see. Con save.
Oh, what a baby damage roll. Uh-oh.
I'm gonna use my Indomitable to re-roll that.
Okay. Alright, you
But
make it.
that's better.
That's a lot better.
Rock
I
will
believe
have
we
their
are
poison shit.
now...
Actually, it just dawns on me. Rock is wet right now. It's raining.
It's true. He's taking half damage, so...
Yep.
Add 4 HP.
Alright, so I'm down to 10.
Raku. Top of the order.
Yes.
Finally.
Yeah, I know, right? Jeez.
I need to make combat with less combatants.
This is
Yeah.
like a chunky salsa battle.
I know, right?
You just gotta go quicker.
The wild. Let me see.
Like, think about what you're gonna do during everyone else's turn. I already know exactly what I'm gonna do for my turn. I'm gonna take like 2 seconds.
You should probably take out Grung Elite 6.
Yeah. Wait, can I hit him from behind that wall?
It'd be a tough shot.
Hmm.
Actually, he would probably have full cover from your current position.
Darn.
Okay.
And you probably
Um,
shouldn't step down, because that is some nasty terrain down there.
Yeah, I won't. I'm gonna take a
Can
shot
you shoot
at what?
the wildlings?
I don't have disadvantage on long range, and let me check what my rifle is.
It's long enough.
Yeah,
Trust me.
Shoot the mages then.
yeah. That's I will take a shot at Grung Wildling 1.
All right.
Let's see what is happening to her. 26.
Yes, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Right. Hey, Max.
Wow.
Very nice.
It's not max. That's almost max, though.
Oh, I forgot. It's a D12.
All right. It's going to make a concentration check. DC 10, and it makes it.
Damn.
As the
Wait, isn't it the damage that they take is the...
It's half the damage or 10, whichever's
Oh,
higher.
okay.
yes.
I forgot how it was.
All right. Is that your turn?
Yes.
All right.
No wrist crossbow.
I don't... It wouldn't hit. I don't have the range.
Alright.
On a hand crossbow, I don't think it would.
Info.
Me.
Out of the corner of your eye, as you're maintaining this moonbeam, a somewhat troubling sight meets your eye.
Ah.
A humanoid being, just about your height, and covered in this bronze segmented armor. Cobalt. And actually, anybody that spent time inside the art room would recognize the armor as strikingly resembling that figure. With that angular, square, eyeless helmet, and the square sort of segmented pieces of the arms, not really anchored together by anything. But this is actually armor with a rather like a charcoal skinned being within it.
Oh boy.
As it seemingly pulls two short swords almost out of its ass, it goes ham on you, Infel.
Bring it the fuck on.
25 to hit.
Hits.
And a 22 to hit.
Hit.
Alright.
Do
Let's
we
get it
all
on.
see this?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's a good. Oh goodness. Hmm.
It
I'm
seems
not
to have-
liking
How
this.
much
It
HP do you
seems-
have?
It seems to have brought it on.
I have 153 HP. Maximum.
Just asking.
Jesus.
That is a total of 46.
Ooh.
Yeah. I believe that is going to be it.
That hurts. Let me just add that to my sheet. 46, you say?
46. I already did the damage for the
Was
I?
this magical? You have not.
Evidently not. But yeah, go ahead and add 46. As you are barely able to get your shield up in time, sort of maintaining the beam with your other hand as the twin blade, one of the blades slams down onto the shield. You can feel your forearm bruise under the impact. The other one sort of snakes under it, stabbing through your torso for a brief moment before you anger yourself out of the way, leaving a rather deep and jagged cut, but you're not impaled. The blades themselves are that same sort of a simplistic, basically one-piece bronze. And as you... Oh yeah, that's its turn.
Okay, this is a little more than I bargained for. I was fighting frogs before this.
As the warriors in the beam
Well,
move to the
actually,
side.
If it starts its turn in the beam, it needs to make another con check.
What's the save for that, or what's the DC?
14, I believe.
That's good grief.
Ah. It makes,
There's one of them. So I'm guessing that makes it.
yes. That one makes it and takes half damage.
All right, and 14 for that one, so half damage for him as well. So go ahead and roll damage. All right, 8 and 11, so 4 and 5. Excellent.
Hmm.
The warrior that sort of circled around right next to you, Infel, is going to reach inwards with a rather primitive, jagged looking dagger and try to stick you in the gut. He's going to have advantage from pack tactics.
My god. It's like fighting kobolds.
Welcome to hell. 17.
Miss.
All right. As you feel a small sort of jabbing or a small poke by your neck near your midsection, as a sort of obsidian blade, a crude obsidian blade, not those cool like demon blades, but a rather crude obsidian blade.
It's sort of stuck in my armor, but he can't get it free.
Oh, he manages to pull it free, but you don't feel any. You don't feel any pain from it. Number 1 is actually going to fire an arrow at. Oh, no, he's actually going to get up and close and personal. He's also going to attack with advantage.
Yeah,
That's
take
a-
your time, guys. No rush.
Beyond a fail.
Failed death?
No. It was not that bad of a fail, but it was a... You rolled a 12. This one's going to attack with advantage as well. He's going to... What's he going to go for? He's going to go for the... He's going to go for the beetle. Ooh, 19. Alright, that's... Excuse me? Absorbed? Oh, right, it's temp HP. That's what it displays for that, I forgot. I was like, oh, slow the fuck down. What about poison for the boy? Is he immune to that at all? Oh, he's only immune to paralysis.
Yeah.
Excellent! Could I get him to roll a Constitution saving throw? Tis a fail. So he takes 11 points of poison damage. While that is listed twice for some reason. Anyways, the grung surrounding Kale are basically trying to put him out of the fight as soon as possible. Stabbing them with poison-tipped obsidian daggers. Infel, it's your turn. What you doing?
Well, this doesn't look bad, so I'm going to release Ray of Moonlight, since it's doing jack all right now.
Alright.
And, bonus action spell, No, I don't have Forecaster, so I couldn't have done that. A bonus action spell doesn't take my action, right?
Correct.
Great. I'm gonna cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Alright, so +2 AC. Excellent.
I'm gonna need that.
Yeah. What's your AC now?
23.
Respectable.
So I'll mark that up. Now, question. Do I attack the drow or reduce the numbers?
It's up to you. I think we're taking a little bit too long, so maybe time
alright.
limit soon.
I'll attack the Grung Warrior.
Alright, go ahead and roll to attack.
Is it 11 or 1? That's above me.
11. Just roll it onto the icon on the actual map. That's gonna hit. Just barely.
And then plus a d4 for my improved smite. Be sure to add that.
Yep. 3.
Huh. Welcome to Mario Party again.
Hell yeah. But that hits. All right. As you slash out with your glowing white sword, you sort of get a better look at them. The grung themselves, their eyes all seem to be almost cataracts. That's the best word you can describe.
I see.
Is that going to be your turn? I believe you only
That-
have your movement left. Which, if you
Yep.
move right now, I.
Nope, he's holding the ground.
All right. Cobalt, what you gonna do?
I appear.
You
Am I
sure?
standing in that spiky field still?
You are
already?
not. The spiky field is up to the north. That little dot surrounded by the square. Can you see that?
I
It's
can't
like a
see.
20-foot radius square.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see it. I'm gonna go over there.
Hey, Cobalt, things are getting a little hot over here.
I can't cast any healing magic. Wait, where is info?
Higher up.
Oh, duh. Okay, there it is. I'm gonna dispel magic the Thornfield.
Question:
Uh,
Does dispel magic require you to target the source of the caster?
The source.
so don't you have any longer range attacks?
What's the range on it? You might just not matter.
Oh, it's 120 feet.
Yeah, okay, it won't matter.
What's your health info?
And it's if it's below a level 3.
Not.
If it's below
it's
level
at
3, it's just gone.
78 right now.
What level is it?
It's level 2. You posted already.
Oh, I did, yeah.
The Grung
As
Wildling 1 is the one that cast it.
Also,
Yeah.
I really don't have attack spells. That's like pretty much what
I
this.
thought you had Toll of the Dead.
I do, but that's I only have a couple cantrips and that's it. I don't have anything all that great.
As the
Cantrips are good though.
grass below your feet stops writhing and almost clinking against your armored boots.
But now others are able to help you.
Yeah.
And
Good
then
enough.
Hopefully. Nope.
Ooh.
Next turn.
All right. Eric's! Your turn.
Of course, my turn comes right when I get up to open the window. I am going to throw... Can I see number 6 from where I'm at? Looks like I might.
Yes, you will be able to see him.
Alright. In that case, wherever my spell is... Firebolt.
All right. Go ahead and roll to attack.
I will have advantage, because pack tactics.
No, nice.
Yeah, it hits.
Oof.
Fire! Burn
Good
with
lord.
my fiery wrath!
Rock shivers.
Oof. Even in the intense rainfall, the grung basically catches flame and sort of screeches for a brief moment before falling to the ground and almost
Collapsing.
incinerated to cinders. Yeah.
Don't teach my hamster to suck eggs.
Oh joy. Where is that? There it is.
What you trying to do, bully?
I'll copy paste it to Dova. You can decide what you want from there.
Did someone just leave the chat?
Yes, that was Raku. He had to go.
Yeah. Aw. He was like one of our main sources of damage.
He's a turret now.
I sent you a PM, Dova.
He just said he was gonna copy paste it to you.
Yeah, I see it.
Still.
Mass Cure Wounds. What level is that?
Master
that's-
Wounds, that's like level 6.
Yeah, it's no, it's a level 5.
Oh, level 5. Okay.
His character could feasibly have access to it.
All right.
And I can go ahead and drag and do the healing for everybody.
Okay.
Mass cure wounds. I guess
I
a
believe he
couple
has a
because
modifier.
everyone has taken damage.
We'll have a modifier of +2.
That's, I believe, is it 3d8 or 4d8?
3.
3d8
A
plus
30-foot radius sphere, so I believe that would catch everyone but Raku. Raku hasn't taken damage, so it
I was about
doesn't
to
matter.
say, is he even hurt?
Yeah.
Alright, I will start doing the healing.
All right.
Uh,
Little better.
And then, this is Zell, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he runs out from like underneath the box, casts a spell, and then goes back underneath the box. In fear.
you know it's sad. I took the most damage and got the smallest heal.
Hell yeah, dude. Heroism is its own reward.
Welcome to
Infel.
D&D.
I'm spitting blood.
And they just put a
It's
band-aid on it.
fine. It's fine.
Walk it off. It'll be a new
But
scar.
yeah, exactly.
Scars are cool.
I think that's everybody.
Good thing I existed this turn. Hopefully.
Alright,
Damn
yeah,
it,
that's
you better
everybody.
be watching this.
That's it.
Yep.
All right. Eric's, it is your turn.
I did the firebolt.
Yes. Anything else?
That'll be all.
Grung is going to be angry that his spell was interrupted.
Maybe you should cast some...
He's gonna cast
not
again.
spells. Oh, fuck. Hey,
Sorry.
Hey, he's wasting his turns. That's fine with me.
But they also have a numbers advantage.
Could you
fine.
guys check to see if the
Center.
stream's still on?
Yeah, it's
2,
working
3,
for me.
4.
Perfectly fine. Tell your program
1,
to stop
2,
being so
3.
paranoid.
Okay, it looks like it's still going. Twitch is just being weird tonight.
Louisel said that's literally what I wrote, Cobalt. When I was telling about how Zell running out from underneath the box to cast a spell.
All right. So. Oh god damn it! Excuse me for.
What did you do?
I deleted the map. Just
Okay.
kidding. I got it.
Suddenly, the ground falls out from underneath you as
You
you're
all
plunged into
fall. You
Words
all fall onto
everyone
rocks.
dies.
you all fall to rocks. The rocks die.
Heroes fall, rocks die.
Is it their turn yet? No, it's not. Okay. So he's gonna cast that as the writhing grass begins again under Eric's, Cobalt, Rock, and Kale's feet. That one over there is going to advance slightly.
Never die.
Hell yeah, dude. He's going to shoot an arrow at Infel. With pack tactics, so advantage. Actually, no. He's gonna shoot it at Eric's because he lit up like a fucking Christmas tree.
And gets advantage.
Yeah, still gets advantage. It's a
probably-
19 to hit.
That probably
Ah.
hits.
Barely. He matched my AC, so I can never remember which that is. Do ties go
at
to the
or above.
defender?
Yeah, if it matches or exceeds, then it hits.
Okay.
That's
then yeah.
13. Do the Constitution save real quick, just like that, and that succeeds. All right. This one was actually he would be revealed at this point. There's a lot of light going out, in addition to a thunder strike at this point. Because frankly, I think they all should be showing.
Yes. And they're all... Oh, they're there.
Hey there. All right. Magic and from the lightning and from just everything that you are able to see where they all are. So that one is going to
Shall we
shoot
remove the
its
dead?
bone. Yeah, we can probably remove the dead. I'll take care of that in a sec once I get done with this attack.
So many wildlings.
And all right. Oops. Did I not have advantage? Okay, no, it misses anyways. That is all the wildling's turn. Kale.
Kale is going to... Actually, since these are all revealed... One moment, what is the range on that? 30 feet?
I'll delete the dead. On what?
It looks like he would barely reach Grung Wildling 8 with an acid spit. Also hitting
All right.
Grung, Elite Warrior 1.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So they will need to make a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
If they succeed, they take half damage. If not, it's 5d12
Dexterity?
acid. Yes.
Okay. Oops. That is a success. 5d12. What the fuck?
Hmm.
Ooh.
Fucking excuse me.
Ooh, who was the wildling?
So yeah, the Wildling and the Elite Warrior 1.
Wildling just fucking dies.
Sweet.
Cool.
It blinked its last blink.
Basically.
Delete
Number
this.
1. How much health does he actually have? Yeah, I'd be able to survive that.
These things are tough.
Oh yeah. As its sort of a rubbery, wet skin almost dissolves off. It sort of screeches for a brief moment before it just sort of collapses into a puddle, gurgling.
Ooh.
Is that it for Kale? Other than movement, of course.
Yeah, that's it.
Rock a rock.
Mm-hmm.
You should fire an Eldritch Blast at that furthest away one.
Well, I wouldn't see which one to spell, so I wouldn't be able to do that.
No.
He's got good vision, but not that good.
Well,
but he-
with the lightning flash, everything's visible now.
yeah. Though he would still do Eldritch Blast, but he's gonna do it against the Man in Armor, Kermit the Frog the 11, and Kermit the Frog 1.
Go ahead and roll attacks for all those.
Okay.
And you get advantage on 2 of them.
Do I get advantage from Enfell too?
Yeah.
So would I get advantage for all 3?
Not against the Grong Wildling one. No, wait, the Grong Elite Warrior one, then yes.
I'm sorry, say again?
Crit.
But yeah, that would hit.
Okay.
And that's towards number...
Oh yeah, that is
11?
a crit with him, isn't it?
Oh, it
Yeah.
is.
It is.
That is towards 11, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know why it didn't go on to him. I'll just roll.
Give
If
us
I
that
hit all of
sweet
them.
magic crit.
Too many windows.
Hopefully we get a good one.
Please. please.
Aw, no fun one, but eruption, quadruple damage.
Oh man, that should have been on the armored one.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if I hit all, and then I'll do for that. 2 8s.
Well, it hits.
Okay, so I'll do it in the order. So the first damage will.
Just roll damage in chat so Dova can quadruple it.
Well, it's only one that gets quadrupled.
I
Yeah.
know. So 16 then. And then the armored man gets 2, and elite warrior 1 gets 8.
Okay.
Rock, please focus your fire next time.
So. Okay. The Drowly Warrior. That's how much they get. Elite Warrior. Barely alive. And. Okay. And the third target was.
Elite warrior 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know, Elite Warrior 1s, it barely didn't take any. Okay. Awesome. As 3 jets of force, almost bolts, kind of arc out from your open maw and strike 3 individual targets with very good accuracy. Did you, Cobalt? No, you cast.
Yeah, he
Dispel
dispelled magic and then it came back.
Oh, I just got back
See-
from the store. This went slower than I thought it would.
Yeah, welcome to hell.
Welcome to chunky salsa encounters.
Exactly. I fucking need to tone it down. Holy shit.
Look, you should have learned from the mass combat.
I should.
The siege battle.
Siege battle. Holy shit. Okay. Rockwork, is that going to be your turn?
I'm gonna move. If I move as far as I
Welcome
can,
to
would
the
that be
hamlet.
disengaging from the frog?
Well, the frog doesn't actually have any. He can't make any opportunity attacks on you.
Okay.
You're out of his range.
What's that? Half.
So you got half movement.
Yep.
So yeah, you can make 1, 2, 3. So that is 64. So you take 9 points of piercing damage.
Is that the half?
That is half.
Okay. 9. He's a stubborn thing.
Yes.
I'm done.
Alright. All right. It is going to be a handful of archers' turns now.
Over here.
Cobalt, you're gonna catch one. Rock, you're gonna catch one. I think everyone's gonna catch one. This guy's gonna move over here, so he can get the brightly glowing Eric's.
It's like a Christmas tree.
So he's gonna attack Eric's. 23 is gonna attack him. Yes. This will do well. We'll take care of Eric's first. We'll dispatch him. 16, that is going to miss. One towards Rock. I will be astounded if this hits. That
Is it a crit?
Oh,
was actually a crit.
It
Well,
doesn't count.
good thing
I know, right?
not look
Rock's the most disappointing thing ever.
I know, right? Constitution saving throw, by the way.
All right.
Well, double. Okay, back the fuck up. It still thought it was a crit.
Undo that then.
Take away 29 of that damage.
All right. That's like what, 2 crits against Rock in this game?
Yeah, that's
Yeah. That adamantine
that
armor.
armor is that's paying for
Look.
itself.
Yep. Yes, it is.
You actually do
Look.
take 8 points of damage though.
Okay.
Pack tactics is so strong, especially when they outnumber you.
All right.
This is like the ideal situation for Rock.
Infel, you're going to take 2
Fine.
with advantage. I hope you're ready.
I'm ready.
Oh no, wait, Cobalt was going to take 1.
I can
Take
take it
care.
for him.
No.
We're equal opportunity. Everyone gets a shot. That misses. And that also misses. So very little of anything was done. Top of the order.
Turret, please shoot
Uh,
for me.
He's going to.
Oh,
He's
don't
gonna
worry,
try to
guys,
shoot the
I'll
mage.
hit him.
Mm-mm.
Oh, thanks, Rock. You're such a big help. Oh no,
By
not as much
God,
of a
he
big
hits
help
him.
as you, Kobold. Oh wow, that is so nice.
And he did max damage, my boy. That's without any modifiers.
Gone.
Which one was it? The one who already is hurt?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Wildling 1.
Yeah, no, fucking get Chris Kyle, idiot.
I believe that dispels the terrain.
It would. I'm sorry, erase, not draw more, dangus.
No, instead of fading away, it doubled down.
We can get more strong. Okay. As the shot rings out, somewhere in the distance, the wildling dies. I don't know if you are really able to see it. It's the guy's turn.
Sup, fuck.
Good luck, maybe.
Why
It's
is
gonna
it
make
wounded? Oh wait, yeah, rock. 'Come at me, scrub lord, I'm ripped.
25 to hit.
That hits.
Hey, Raku, can I
Big
use your
man.
weapon in this fight?
Oh, there you
Yes.
go. That's a 20 to hit.
It misses.
I might have rolled. I think I rolled too many die. Yeah, no, I rolled way too many. Let me.
Jesus.
Okay, that's how many it is. As you take 23 points of piercing damage.
My blood should stay inside my body.
Oh, this dang blood. Does it have any bonus actions? I don't believe so.
Somebody was
Inside my body. I need that.
Oh, hold on. Oh, never mind. That's poison. So it does not matter.
I'm immune.
It's. Oh, we can just do that. Okay. Yeah, that's cool.
Well, how about a haste?
Mm. Oh god, that'd be dangerous. It's the Elite Warrior's turn. One with advantage towards you, Infel.
That's fine.
Misses. Due to your rather stout armor. One of them is going to attack Kale. What's Kale's name in this form?
Good question.
So, no,
Kale the
you had
Rotten.
Ella Kale the Moist. That misses. Infel, it's your turn. How you doing? Oh, you're only at half HP. You're fine.
This 87 of flesh wounds. I guess I can walk this off. Might make me limp a little bit.
You're fine.
Well, first of all, I'm gonna swing at Grung Elite 11 one more time.
All right. Tank kill. That will hit. Go ahead and roll damage. Yeah, it'll do it.
Oh, it's dead.
As you strike him down with the glowing white sword.
Be free. And now I'm gonna turn to the actual problem.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna hit him a little harder.
Good luck. Very nice. Go ahead and roll damage. Good
Plus
lord.
this, and I'm doing a smite. At
All
first
right.
level. That's
Go.
2d8, right?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
I'm gonna check real quick.
I believe it's 2d8 per level.
Yep. So
Per level of the spell.
Just
you're
2d8.
casting it with.
All right, go ahead and roll that damage.
yeah, I'm hitting him harder.
Very nice.
And that'll do it for me.
All right. As you thrust forward, the blade pierces almost entirely through their kind of where their kidney would be. As they you can see them sort of falter for a moment before reaching forward and just sort of elbowing you for backwards. You kind of pull your sword out just to keep it in your hand. Cobalt, how
Yes.
are you?
I'm doing pretty good, I think.
Well, that's good. It's your turn. It's your
Hey,
turn. bud.
Infel,
Yes.
do you need some emergency rescuing?
Not rescuing, but support would be appreciated.
Alright, well, you're not within range for me to cast on anything on you. Cast haste on you.
But you have movement.
Correct. You're out of that range because it's a touch spell, sir.
I see. Well then.
Oh, no, it's not. It's 30 feet. Okay. You're hasted.
Thank
What is
you.
the spell- What is the spell I keep thinking of that's touch based? It's not haste. I don't know.
I have
Anyway, it's
idea.
30-foot range. You're hasted.
Please put the
God.
effect on me.
As you
Bye,
disappear.
friends.
Eric's, your turn.
I suppose I'll just have to remember that I'm hasted.
I'm doing it. Give me a second.
Well,
Mhm.
alright.
You too good.
Go.
There. Have fun.
I have 26 AC.
Oh goodness, that hits.
And I'm going to be casting that at... Let's see... 4th level.
You gotta say the level before you know it hits or not.
I was planning... I kind of figured it was going to hit. We really do rarely miss.
It does hit. So
You guys can probably like focus on the numbers since the advantage is still dangerous, even if they're not strong.
Well, a little too late on that. Oh, he's the one that cast that on me.
the fairy fire finally dissipates,
Woohoo!
even though you barely took any damage from it.
And I will apply this twice, maybe? Yes.
Did you fire twice?
No, I basically doubled the level of it, so... with the higher level, that is basically doubled.
Actually, what's its AC? Okay, AC, okay.
So... that will be all for me.
Wizard time. And he's just gonna... I think, what is he gonna do? He's going to... He's just gonna fire an arrow right at you, Info. With advantage. The last of the Mohicans. As it is now Kale's turn.
Oh, goody. Let's see. First off... okay, he does not recover his acid, so... bite and claws. Assume that misses.
What a nimble frog.
Oh no!
Crit fail!
Does the middle one hit?
Yes, the only one hit. That's the only one that hits. Sorry.
Alright, there's that. There's my
Is it alive or
fail
dead?
deck.
Ooh, yeah, crit fail. He's barely fucking alive. Actually, no, that one. Oh, yeah, that one.
Okay. Swap
What'd you get?
places. Sidestepped. Swap places with the target and make a DC 12 dexterity saving throw. On a failed save, fall prone.
Get juked, kid.
He's got a +1.
So, 11 or higher. He
He's
did
fine.
it!
As it manages to avoid rolling over onto its back.
Hey, falling prone does not mean back.
I mean, he
can't
can't really
believe
fall
Kale
over. Yeah, he's got
Can't
6
believe,
legs.
Kale got debated.
Also, I think it'd be funny if he was on his back, so, you know, there's that.
Oh, of course you do.
I believe it's Rockrock's turn. You
Yes,
son
yes,
of
it
a
is.
You
gun.
just skipped.
I tried to do what I'm supposed to do, and
Yeah, but
you
that's
took it
wrong.
away.
Yeah, but you're wrong in some weird way.
You could finish it, or blend one of those great little bastards into paste.
He's gonna Eldritch Blast the Buckethead.
Go ahead and roll to attack with
You
advantage.
got advantage.
Okay, hold on.
Because
There's
why
locked
not?
Blades with
Yeah.
me.
Why not?
Actually, you have to put more work into explaining why you don't get advantage with you fucking guys.
Well, except when it comes to me.
Mm.
There's one.
Well, I mean, in broad
Hit.
daylight, we always have disadvantage, so like, it would even out. We just don't fight in broad
That's-
daylight because
That's
of
the
that
hope.
reason.
Yeah.
That's a
And
crit.
that's a crit.
Yeah. So 2 hits and a crit. Go ahead and.
Crit card, please.
Alright.
The last one is a crit.
For the last one, just keep that. I'm gonna undo
Keep
that
the
damage so we
7.
can properly do it.
Okay.
Blast of power, double damage.
All right, so 14. Oh,
Fancy, but it'll do.
That'll definitely fucking do. Is that your turn?
He's gonna run up and go right there.
All right. To assist.
Yes.
All right.
Hop
It
on a rock.
is. It is all these green grungs' turns. One's gonna shoot at Kale. One's gonna land an arcing shot towards Cobalt, and 2 are gonna shoot Infel.
Bring it.
I believe in myself. Only one of them gets advantage. That's towards Kale.
Me.
Oh yeah, and towards you. That's gonna miss. It's also gonna miss. Miss City. Oh wait, no, they can't shoot Cobalt. This guy will try to shoot where he last saw Eric's. So without advantage. That's a natural 20.
You got crit.
Yeeted on. We need a crit card.
Watching you're gonna get the scar and Rocker's gonna be so sad.
Don't
Ranged
jinx
attack.
it.
No. Do you need the damage type? Because if you do, it's piercing.
Yeah.
Yes, so piercing as well as poison. Actually, I'll do this on you real quick.
Well, that's
Alright,
interesting.
you passed the Constitution saving throw.
The magic one on this card, make a DC 18 Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, roll a D6, and you are permanently unable to see or hear dwarves, elves, or halflings based on the roll.
What?
What?
Alright, what's the actual crit though?
One.
That's
Feeling faint. You have disadvantage on strength, dexterity, and constitution-based rolls for 1d10 rounds. Additionally, you must make a DC 18 Constitution saving throw at the beginning of each of your turns.
oh.
On a failed save, you fall prone.
Alright, well, you failed the Constitution save for your poison, so there's that.
No, that wasn't the poison. He saved for the poison.
No, he did not. He made... Well, that was the first roll, so I didn't know he had to roll with disadvantage, so I rolled again. And he rolled a natural
I
1.
see.
Yeah.
Can I
this is gonna
use a
hurt.
lucky point for him?
You
My
would not
last
be
one.
able to, but I could use the last communal one.
Yes, do it.
I will
And
do
then, you
so
get to
and
choose- you
use
get to
that
choose-
higher roll.
You get to use
Alright.
any of the 3 dice, not just like the
Well,
second one.
yeah, true.
Alright, you then pass the Constitution saving throw. And you don't take the poison.
Yeah, I'll stick with the first.
Yeah. I thought so.
It really wanted you.
Yeah. Alright. Raku is going to shoot at that mage. That goddamn mage. I'm guessing that hits.
Only you know.
I'm just gonna take a guess that that hits. And does quite a sizable amount of damage.
Good turret. Good machine gun.
Alright. It is the Drow's turn. That's a lot of fucking damage.
Come at me, Scruplord. I'm
You
wrecked.
can remove those dots now, I believe. Or actually, they should expire at the end of my turn, so...
Just remove them.
Kind of wish he left them, because I want to know if it would automatically remove them.
Oh, too late. He's going to attack twice. He's gonna attack Infel.
Yeah, he's been the one that's doing the damage to him.
He just
and
wants
has
to kill
been
you.
locked blades with him. Yeah, I imagine a sword through the proverbial kidney spot is not friendly.
No.
That made me shudder.
Ooh, that's a 25.
What's my AC? Did I say 20? Or
He's gonna do that.
I think it's 25.
it's 25.
Oh!
Wait, okay, so what's your normal AC?
21 plus shield of face plus haste.
So
Yeah, it's 25.
So he just hits. Also, you take 38 points of piercing damage.
Ooh.
Mother. That was from one hit?
Yeah. As with his offhand, he feints and basically brings your shield out as his other hand almost twirls behind his back and basically stabs you almost in the same exact spot where you stabbed him.
Alright. Motherfucker.
Vindictive little shit.
It kind of, as you look up towards him, towards that completely blank helm, it kind of twists his head very, very slightly. Almost like as if saying, so that's how it feels.
Fair enough.
You've got a fair point there, sir.
No, actually, if that was the case, he'd like to grab the sword and say, that's fair.
Oops, that's damage. I need to roll an attack. Hey, it finally hits. Constitution saving throw for Kale, please.
God, I've taken 125 damage.
You feeling okay, bud?
I don't know.
That is a fail.
Might need to get my armor checked out after this one.
Yeah. So it takes a very low roll worth of poison.
Boy, it is a great thing that I am immune to poison against this guy.
Hey, Bell, how are you?
Bleeding but angry.
Your turn.
He's gonna glare at him and say, "You die now."
That misses.
That's fine, I've got 2 more.
All right, you have a lot. That also misses.
17 misses?
Yep. That is gonna hit.
Darn. Well, I guess the thing's got incredible AC. So I'm gonna use a 3rd level smite.
Go ahead.
And then that damage. And then that damage.
Okay, so that's. How do you want to do it?
That's 41 damage total. In fact, since he
No,
tilted his
repeat my question. Infel, how do you want to do it?
Since he tilted his head back, I'd like to arch my blade back and jam it right under that gap he just made, up the top and out of the top of his skull.
Well, the blade doesn't come out of the top of his skull, as the helmet is quite hard, but you do basically shove the blade directly up through his cranium.
I'd like to whisper as it plunges through him. So like, what you get for getting cocky, punk.
All right. As the blade still in your abdomen sort of stays there as the figure loses his grip and also his strength, falling to the ground in front of you, almost completely on his back, arms slightly splayed out, dead.
I feel pretty alright about this.
As that happens, the remaining grung, that sort of cataracts in their eyes sort of dissipate as they blink, look around, and immediately try to make a run for the forest, making this sort of panicked croaking noise. Technically, it's not their turn, so they can't really do that.
Oh. Okay.
But we'll take that into account when that one runs.
No, I'd like a
Intel
better
would
roll
like-
anyways.
No. That ain't how it works. Actually, I believe we would be out of combat, all things considered.
Dova.
You know, we'll just go do that. Yeah, what's up?
Since I was next, even though we're out of combat, I want to try to banish one.
Okay. As you reappear, basically right there, what does it need to do? What does it need to do?
What's it called?
Is it a charisma saving throw?
Yes, charisma. Thank you.
What was that? Oh,
That was a
gonna try to
Pokemon
fucking catch
Center. I was healing Infel.
I think he got it.
what's the DC?
14?
You fucking made it.
Wait, are you able to use lucky on other people's rolls?
You are, I believe.
I believe it's on attack rolls only.
No, their saving throws are. I know it says something about saving throws. Well, we can look it up real fast. Okay.
You can also spend 1 luck point when an attack roll is made against you.
Hmm.
Intel feels significantly better. You know, now that the deep gashes that practically impaled him are starting to close up.
You can use
Oh,
all
that's
their.
the heal spell was for. Alright, well,
Ooh.
I'm gonna cast it again. It's 60-foot range.
Move from there. See, boo by his first turn.
Intel would like to
Lead
look
by
back and say,
there.
they're running. No need to pursue.
You kind of go on this way and make it to there. He go this way as well.
Did Kale hit him with that attack?
He did not.
Oh.
By 1. This one basically just disappears in the underbrush. They're also going to try to hide. Yeah. They're just going to try to disappear back into the forest. I know they're
Wait,
good.
they're able to dash and hide?
No, they're not hiding yet. You can still see them, but I believe that's out of 60 feet.
What about
One,
growing 11?
4, 5. Yeah, they're out of.
No, I mean, I can still move on my next turn.
That's true. Number 11 is basically gone.
Oh, I thought
Like,
he
he's-
just moved.
No, that one I didn't move yet. All of this is at the end of the first turn.
Alright.
You can try again, so a charisma saving throw.
Yes.
Which one?
I think Grung Elite Warrior number 1 is the only one I can reach, because he's within 12 squares, so that's like a Misty Step and a Banishment.
Yeah, he did not make that one.
Sweet.
Why are you so determined to banish him?
Because we need to capture one of them so we can interrogate them.
Won't they just keep running in the astral plane?
You don't understand how
Works a
Banishment
little
works,
different than
do
that.
No.
All right, cool. I got one.
All right. I'll say that initiative is over. I'm gonna hide all of them except for this one.
All right, I'm gonna tell everyone, call everyone over, and like, how big are they? They're about my size, right?
About your size.
That's perfect. You know what I'm gonna do, Nova?
What?
I'm gonna conjure a cage, right where he was, and it doesn't. It can be within like. It has to be. It can't be longer than 3 feet on any side, but we're both 2 feet tall, so there we go.
So I basically
Like a
killed
3 foot by 3 foot cage.
All right. Yeah, sure, totally. Holy fuck, I'm hungry. As it disappears with a faint popping noise, you quickly summon a cube, or a cage. Sorry.
Which lasts for an hour.
And as it reappears, in a panic state, it kind of grabs at the bars and immediately tries to break it down.
All right. Well,
It's not very strong, so it would fail.
I'm gonna get because I'm weak. I'm going to get someone to help me push it back into camp.
All right. I assume that would be one of the.
Strong boys.
Rock's gonna ask Sorrow what this is, and he's gonna poke the armor dude.
All right.
Oh, well, I'm not sure how I feel about this.
We're
He's
gonna let
going, or
him
she's going to say,
go.
it's a drow. They live in the Underdark, a shunned race for many. They tend to be rather unfriendly with most. And slavery is a trademark of their people.
He's gonna scowl at that last part.
So that was just a normal drow then.
Rock's gonna start collecting the bodies.
All right. So they were. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
What, me?
Yep.
They're poison frogs, Rock.
That's a success. As thankfully you are wearing gloves.
Rock, they're poisonous. Okay. He's just He's like holding all the bodies on his shoulders. Like what? Never mind.
Actually, they're like stuck on the spikes. Oops.
Just get thrown into his body, carries him like a dartboard.
So yeah, in response to what he said, Koval's gonna turn to info and says, "Oh, I don't plan on keeping him here or killing him. I'm gonna let him go afterwards."
All right.
Hey, hey, Raku, can I borrow that helmet of transcend languages? Oh yeah, sure. That sounds like a fantastic idea. Oh, thanks, Raku. God dang it. The funny thing is, I say Rock more often than I say Raku, like twice as much for some reason.
Again,
So-
Rock has that effect on people.
Ku kind
You
of looks
also
at
say it
you,
twice.
looks at the I've
Grung,
already
grung.
forgotten what they're called. The grung inside the cage. He just kind of shrugs and tosses the helmet to you.
Oh, thanks, Raku. You're suddenly so agreeable. I really like it. Oh well, not as amazing as you, Cobalt. Oh wow, I needed that.
Raku stares at you
pushing a
during
little
this.
with your
Doing
muppet.
this. Raku stares at you all the while doing this this weird two-voice thing that you're kind of acting as though you're him. And he just kind of says, "I
as
do
a-
not sound like that."
As I walk past him, I say, "Well, you don't talk very much anyway, so I figured I might as well."
And he got you.
Perception check.
I'm doing a perception check.
Yes.
Hey,
I add.
well, if it's a skill check with something he's proficient in, I might as well not even try, Dova.
Yeah, no, as he basically just goes and replaces the helmet in your hand with a
now
rock.
that he can't argue with Dova, he's gonna roll perform.
That's true. Because he would
That's
actually
true.
steal the helmet back. About I keep the helmet, and we do this sort of thing. You know, you show me what to do, what to say. You tell me what to say. I'll say it. Because I feel I'm
That's
a
what
little
I
bit
was
more
just doing.
persuasive than you are.
Como's gonna.
I'm gonna keep the helmet.
Como's gonna be exasperated and say, "But I was just making you say things." Ugh.
No, you were just acting like I was saying those things. That doesn't make it true. That's not how this works.
And now you're telling me to actually say what you're saying? Tell you what to say? Okay, well,
Oh, good
what are
lord.
you angry about?
I want to get out of this rain. As he walks around, turns back towards the mansion.
We're probably gonna take him into the mansion because at least then it'll be harder for him to get out. If he
Are you
if he
dragging
just
back
leaves.
the?
The Drow's dead, right?
Rock is, and he's
Okay.
I was about to say Rock is.
As you drag all the muddy bodies, it takes a good while to actually get them back in camp, but you manage to get around one. Well, you get two of the green ones. Actually, no, you get one of the green ones, two red ones, and two orange ones. So you only managed to kill 5 during that entire combat, by the way.
That's because we
Well,
weren't
that's 'cause,
really
like,
picking him
that's-
down.
That's because literally half of them like hid in the trees and shot arrows at us until the Drow died.
that's because some amphibious person decided to throw roots at somebody.
Throw what?
Dova knows what I'm talking about.
I do not. Anyways,
uh,
I believe that will be an excellent end to the session. I need to study. I need to eat. So, yeah.
Hey, thanks. Just ended all because of you.
Yeah, actually.
Oh, okay.
That is the plan.
I gotta make notes for the bodies I have. Where's my body list?
Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening. That was Dungeons and Dragons, our Rooms and Reptiles group. We will be back again next week with more Rooms and Reptiles, hopefully. Dova,
the hope.
better. Thank you to all my patrons, donators, and subscribers. You guys are incredible. Tell Rick thank you for that $6 donation to get our town hall constructed. I will be back tomorrow with a game. I am terrible at remembering what I scheduled for myself. Darkest Dungeon. So I do hope to see you all for that. Thank you all so much for joining, and I bid you all adieu.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Someone has to do the Mickey Mouse goodbye.
Oh,
There you go. You're done.
No, that wasn't a bye. You have to say the Mickey Mouse goodbye.
Bye.
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 Okay, that's good
It just
enough.
doesn't feel the same.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
I like it even less than usual.